Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Oh, I can see here. Hi Koji Girl, welcome. Hi Frog Trickster, and hi Dawn's Art Venture. Welcome everyone to the stream today. Yeah, did you miss me? I know that usually I stream Fridays. Sorry for postponing that, but yeah. Even though I usually stream Fridays, if I can't make it for some reason, I will announce it, of course. I mentioned it in a community post in a Discord server, but honestly, I don't know how to announce it somehow on Twitch, so I hope I don't confuse anyone here. Anyways, we will do it today. The reason why I couldn't do it yesterday, by the way, was because as every good German, you go hiking once in a while, and we decided to do it yesterday. Do I have any fellow Germans here in chat? Do you like hiking, even if you're German or not? Let me know in chat. But yeah, so that was definitely a lot of sport for me yesterday, so a lot of walking, but it was also super fun. And I feel like my body also needed that, like really being out in nature, doing a lot of walking. So it really felt good, even though you fall exhausted and tired into bed after that. And then I showered myself all clean, checked that I don't have any ticks, and then I was good to go. By the way, ticks are becoming more and more of a problem, right? Especially like in Europe. I don't know if you've heard about that too and how bad it is in your region. Let me know. But yeah, what are we gonna do today? I'll be drawing your OCs today. I promise at least drawing one. I won't overpromise, so I don't know. If we have more time, depending on how fast I am, maybe I can do more than one OC, but we'll see. For everyone who doesn't know this format yet, OC means original character, so a character that you invented, created yourself. It's not based on a existing show, series, whatever. And the way you guys could submit your characters was through my Discord server. If you're not part of the Discord server yet and just want to be chilling with other creative artsy people, or also to submit your OC, then make sure to head to the link in the description, or in Twitch you will also find it below in the About Me section. And I will be choosing one of those today. Yeah, I don't think there is much more to mention. I also just wanted to quickly explain that if I draw your OC in this sort of live stream, feel free to share the result in your social media or whatsoever, as long as you credit me, of course. So I wanted to announce that quickly in case that wasn't clear before. And yeah, let's head to the other scene. Here we are in Photoshop as always. And we have so many cool submissions as always. Again, the disclaimer that I will choose randomly by nothing, really. It's not about how well I know you, how much I like you, and how good or bad an OC is. In my opinion, there is no bad OC. It's really just about what I feel like drawing or what inspires me this day. So I don't even plan much in advance which one I'm going to draw. Like, I have a short look at the ones and I'm like, oh, maybe I could draw this one, but I will decide in the stream basically. Okay, so here you can see all the cool submissions we have had so far. And honestly, I have a pretty good idea which one I want to draw for today. Which is a drum roll. This one. Oh god, it's popping up in the wrong window. That messed up my whole drama moment. So yeah, it's this one. It's Lucien. I'm completely mispronouncing this probably. Lucien. I don't wear my glasses. Vauvert, I think, by Mr. Moon. So this is the chosen one for today. I just feel like the character design is so cool. He has a pretty clear and yeah, pretty interesting silhouette, like his whole shape, which is an often underrated part of like designing a character, I think. I feel like silhouettes are very important in a character. This huge coat gives him a very nice silhouette. I also like the whole vibe he's giving. Like, he looks like he couldn't care less about anyone, you or the world or whatever, but he looks so cool about it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I just love this character. The way he stands, so nonchalantly, so cool. So I want to go with this one. Let me actually check if there was any more info about this character on the Discord, but I actually don't think so. Yeah, so the only info we have here by Mr. Moon is that this is Lucien Vauvert. I hope I'm not confusing the two, because I think Count d'Orive is the one on the right, so this one should be Lucien. But if I'm confusing the two, please let me know in chat. And I'd say let's start thinking about how we wanna draw him. First of all, I'm gonna take a quick screenshot though, so I can actually place this on my board. Alright, do we have any ideas how I should draw him? Oh, wow, yeah, right? Those are the only words in my head too. Also, he has like the shading around the eyes. You see that? It looks like eyeshadow or also like eye bags even. No, I don't care what it is, but it looks cool. And I like doing that with my characters too. I also find these little streaks on his face pretty cute. Yeah, he's so cute. I like me like, let's go. Okay, so I think we should give him a pretty cool pose, since that is like his whole vibe. Let me wear my little drawing glove. Let's go. I noticed that my drawing process is way slower on this graphic tablet and like on Photoshop compared to when I draw on Procreate on my iPad. But yeah, you guys know that I have some issues on my iPad, so that is not happening anytime soon. So what pose could we start out with? I mean, I really like This is the sort of silhouette he's standing in, right? I really like drawing male characters in this sort of pose too, I'm gonna be honest. But let's see if I can think of something more creative maybe. Any ideas, guys? Any ideas? Maybe I should I look for some cool reference on Pinterest? What do we think? Maybe that's gonna inspire me. Let me try this actually. Please have me logged in already. Yes. Okay, what do I type? Pose? Okay, anything? Maybe let's do guy pose. Honestly, that's the vibe. Like this one? This could actually be the vibe, couldn't it? What do we think? It's gonna be hard to draw the coat then though. Let me actually look further, but I already pretty much like that one. All of these are so cool, honestly. Maybe this one might be even better. But then well, I mean, we could get most of the outfit if we do this one. I like it. I think I like it. What do we think, guys? Do we like this reference? Let me try. So if we have the head here. I am not warmed up again, as always. I think you really feel it when like you're starting to draw the first lines of the day. Yeah, I feel that. I think I like that pose. Okay, actually, I'm a bit thirsty. It's super hot in Germany right now. I think yesterday it was like 30 degrees when I went hiking, but it wasn't as bad concerning the heat as I expected. Because in the forest, like we were also pretty high up, so you have a lot of wind there, and you have much more shade than in the middle of the city because of all the trees. So that was actually pretty nice. But yeah, like I have my fan here on the side, by the way, so if you have too many weird noises because of that wind, please let me know. Also, if you have any tech issues, I hope the latency is not too bad today. If the music is too loud, stuff like that, just let me know. And I wanna take a sip of my cold orange juice now. Honestly, I'm really craving that. Nice. Yeah, I really like some cold orange juice. Yeah, I think if I draw him this way, honestly, this thing always annoys me. Just go away. Yeah, I think like this way we get all the important stuff down, because as long as it goes until here, we still have the whole upper part of his body. We still see the pants, the belt. The shoes are just long black shoes anyways, so I think we have the most important characteristic stuff if we do it this way. Should we have like something that he's leaning against? Do you guys have a better idea what he could be leaning against? What would fit the character actually? I feel like something that looks less modern might be good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it. But for now, it's at least something. It kind of looks like a bench, which is wrong. Yeah. Product placement. Accusations here in chat. Okay, so I think I have the general pose down. So we should now be trying to get his features down. So he has a pretty slim face. Wait, actually, I'm gonna do that on a new layer. Wait, do I have the Twitch stream on gaming or on art now? Okay, it's on art. I don't know, because sometimes I stream Haste now. And I forget to change up the category sometimes. Wait, I can actually select it here. Good. Where was I? Slim face, that's where I was. He has pretty spiky ears, actually. I think his chin should be even thinner, and the face maybe even longer. Maybe like that. Let me do the face, which is the most fun part in my opinion. I have the reference here on the other monitor, so I'm gonna quickly zoom in a bit more. I think the hair shape is honestly so interesting. Like, look at that. Looks a bit like two horns, doesn't it? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that was intentional. We don't know anything about his backstory. What do you guys think might be his backstory? Maybe he's like the spawn of Satan, but doesn't want to be, because he seems like he doesn't care about anything. From the way he looks, or he just looks tired. Maybe he's just a fellow artist. Tired. He has a long nose, a bit spiky. I'm gonna draw his eyes pretty droopy then. Also, I think this is the first male character I'm drawing in the stream format, so I'm doing my part for equality here now. Now it's a bit more balanced, and not just drawing girls on my stream. It wasn't on purpose before. So yeah, maybe, yeah, I feel like this droopy eye shape might be good. But yeah, guys, say hi in chat. How are you doing, by the way? I completely forgot to ask. It's the weekend. How has your week been? He has pretty small pupils, actually. Should we have him look somewhere? Maybe like on the side? Bro, he looks so annoyed. Why does he look 10 times more annoyed the way I draw him? And then there's gonna be shading like that. Also, I really like, you see what he's doing there? Wait, let me switch to eraser. Take this one maybe. Like he does this to like emphasize the lighting there. I like that. But yeah, this is still the sketch. He doesn't really have it that far down here. I don't know. I have to see how I do the shading under his eye. Any fun plans for the weekend, y'all? Wait, oh. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like giving him lashes would make him fancy. But that's just me. And then he has a pretty far down mouth like this, I feel like. And I usually like making eyebrows a bit thicker, to be honest, in my art style at least. So maybe let's do it like that. Okay, we have the face down. I feel like the ear should be even spikier. Maybe he's even inspired by a bat. Maybe. Since, you know, the spiky ears. And like the shape of the coat. Who knows? Okay, so he has a very slim build from what I can see. Oops. By the way, guys, new video is actually already in the making, but also done, I think. I have to check again today. It's gonna be an actual speed paint. I didn't do that in quite a while. Like if his face was this way, maybe I should do the shoulders this way. Like this, maybe? So it's more dynamic that way. First of all, let me catch the shape of that coat. That's super important for his silhouette. What? Okay, wait. Maybe that, like that. Oh wait, I need to make that longer actually. So maybe like this. Bro, I'm not gonna be able to recognize my own sketch after this. For real. Quickly checking that everything is working tech-wise, but I think so, should all be working. Bro, this looks so bad. Let me try again. Like, I mean, the shape here of the coat. Ah, he's doing it now. I recognize it better, I think. Let's do the same here. Something like this, probably. Wow, should be okay. And then he has the top like this. Which also fits our reference, right? I feel like I need to make him slimmer to be true to the actual silhouette. Also, the belt should be a bit higher, probably like this. He has a circular belt, I think, from what I can see. He has little pockets, because male pants have pockets actually. Can you believe that? That's a common point of discussion between me and my boyfriend, that women's clothes rarely have actual usable pockets. So when we go outside and I have like baby pockets that maybe can hold a key, but that's it, I'm like, can you put my stuff into your pockets, please? Sorry, I am at a disadvantage strategically, systemically. Please help. I don't always want to bring it back. Leave me alone. Okay, he has a lot of stripes here. Like this. Also, I completely ignored his arms for now. He has long sleeves. I'm not sure if he has like something like this at the end of the sleeves. I can barely recognize it. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it really. What? Where is it? I can't move the thing. Okay, now. Ah, here it is. Now I can move. Yeah, I'm not sure. It definitely seems like it's getting thicker towards the end. Alrighty, who's our unlucky soul today? It's Mr. Moon's submission. Wait, you didn't see yet, right? It's him, and his name is Lucien Rouvert. So we're drawing this tired-looking guy today. And we were talking about how interesting his silhouette and shape is, right? Honestly, let me make this bigger. And also, my idea for the pose is a bit based on this reference, because I felt a bit uninspired. So what does an uninspired artist do? Get to Pinterest, scroll through there for 2 hours and not get to drawing, actually. Well, we changed that up a bit. We looked at Pinterest and actually did get to drawing, so that's some progress. Ooh, fire, right? I think he looks so cool. Now I'm debating on whether, like, how to recognize his hands here. Like, this is his finger, right? That's out of the pocket, I think. So I'm not 100% sure if we have, like, these thingies, like if the shirt goes all the way here, or if we have something like this at the end, you know? It doesn't look that way to me, honestly. Find inspiration, nice. Right. I could have also gone into our photography channel in the Discord. There's a lot of nice stuff. But maybe not exactly what I'm looking for. No, I just feel like there needs to be this thing. And then there's the other arm, basically. Oh, but it's actually further away. Wait. That wouldn't even be... You wouldn't even see that. Okay, let's try again. Like, if this is the arm, this is where it would go. And then you wouldn't even see the hands. But here you would actually see a part of the hand. Yeah, something like this. And now the hair. I love these little horns. Like this horn silhouette, that's so cool. He looks so cool. He's so, like, he has such a good, recognizable character design, you know what I mean? He has a few strands behind the neck, actually. Hi, Gomer, welcome! If you haven't seen yet, this is the OC we're drawing today. It's by Mr. Moon. He looks smug, lol. Right, he does. But rightfully so. But do you think my drawing looks too smug compared to how he actually looks? Because I feel like in the original drawing, he mainly looks tired. And I feel like maybe I made him too smug? Or do you think it's okay? Ooh, cool, right? I don't know. Did I make him too smug? I'm not sure. The smugification process. Okay. Yeah, I was also not sure about what he should be leaning against, not gonna lie. Maybe I should just leave that away, because I feel like this looks a bit silly, I don't know. I feel like it looks a bit too modern also, because he feels so vintage, and I don't wanna have a metallic fence there. It just doesn't feel the vibe, it doesn't fit the vibe. He looks so tough. I feel smugness more than tired. However, his bags give him the sense of tiredness. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe if I change up the eyebrows a little bit, maybe. Let me try. I feel it looks more smug now. Maybe like this. But he looks too desperate. It looks like he cares too much. He looks so nonchalant. Nah, it's getting more smug. It doesn't matter what I do, I can't make it less smug. What is it? What's doing the smugness? It's just my style. When I draw something, it just gets smug. It's the smugification of Lola here. I just can't resist. Apparently. But maybe you have an idea what it can change up. Actually, I also want to give him those little streaks, because those are cute. Every time I have a naked ear here, I just want to give a dozen piercings, not gonna lie. It just feels so naked otherwise, I can't resist the urge. Okay, I feel then we already have the sketch. Well, just apart from the fact that I'm a bit too unsure about this fence or whatever in the back, I feel like it should be something that looks a bit more vintage. This looks too modern, I don't know. What could he be leaning against, if not that? Could be the mouth. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. LMAO. Aura farmer. Yeah. Maybe it's the mouth. Maybe you're right. Is this better? I just... It always looks smug. I don't know. You know how I could make him even more smug? But we're not doing that. I don't know. Like this, maybe? What is it? What's making him so smug? I feel like in the original, his eyebrows are a bit more tilted downwards. Like, they go a bit more like this. You see? Like this. Give him no mouth. That's no solution. Get more creative, please. Maybe if I tilt them more? But like, I tried that before, and it didn't really help. It just made him feel helpless for a second there. I don't know, I feel like it even makes him more smug. Bro, I can't help it. The smugness, it's in my genes. Okay. Now, how about this fence or whatever? Should we change that? Maybe I should just not draw it at all, honestly. Okay, so if I hide this... Okay. And make this lower opacity. Let's get started with line art. Whoop. Maybe lower the eyebrows. Maybe that, actually. Maybe that. That might be an idea. Let me try. Yeah, you might be right. Did we solve it? Does it look better now? Wait, I feel like this is better. This is actually better, isn't it? Wow. I think that was it, actually. For me, I changed the eyebrows maybe, because raised eyebrows can make him look like he's being like really. Yeah, makes a difference. Okay, good. We did it. You guys helped me. As always, you guys saved the day. Okay, so I wanted this pen. Brother. how many more times am I going to do this one line? Yes. If the line doesn't work out, eraser. Chat is cheating, guys. Don't do it. I have it so often that I forget to switch back to my brush. I'm still on eraser and then I'm like, why is there no line? Why is it not working? Duh, you're still on eraser. Okay, he needs a pointy chin. Yeah, maybe like this. This doesn't look bad. I know his eyes in the original are a bit more spiky, like they're almost triangular, like on the left, on the right, and down here. But I mean, I draw your OCs in my style, right? So I'm sticking a bit to the eye shape I tend to do more in my drawings, but nonetheless, I make them droopy and tired. I have a friend who's trying to get into drawing right now, and he's legit starting with anatomy as his fundamentals. It's pretty cool to see how he's starting, since he low-key hates drawing. Okay, so how do you actually motivate yourself to start learning drawing when you hate drawing? Why is he doing it? Because I feel like back then in the beginning, the most important thing about starting to draw was the passion and just loving it. And then usually I feel like you start to hate it more later. Is that just me? I would have thought. But that's so cool that he's starting it. And yeah, I always find it interesting how different that starting process can be for different people. Actually, I have to zoom in. He has an aversion to drawing despite being in the graphic design industry right now. Ah, yeah, I mean, like, drawing is not exactly a must. It's simply because you want to be a graphic designer, right? As long as you can do Illustrator and like logo design and stuff like that, you don't necessarily have to be able to do illustrations, right? But then I understand that maybe he's now saying, oh, maybe let me try learning that, yeah. But his job needs him to draw a bit, yeah, so yeah, that makes sense that like in the beginning maybe if it wasn't necessary, but it became more necessary over time maybe. Let's definitely give him eye bags, like really big ones. Like this? I like to indicate them just like this, honestly. I feel like I made him 10 times more tired. Is that a problem? No, doesn't feel symmetrical. Nope. Still not. Bro, just let me draw the second eye in peace. Does this look more or less symmetrical? I feel like I'm already canvas blind, actually. Is there a way to flip the whole canvas in Photoshop? There usually is, but I forgot how. I used to do it a lot back then. Where was it? Wasn't it here somewhere? Transform? Yeah, I think it was here. No. What was it? Ah, there, flip horizontal. Stupid. Why can I only see this one layer? It's so stupid. Why can't I just flip the whole canvas? Where is that setting? I remember I had a shortcut keybind for that on my graphic tablet in the past, but I would have to look up the shortcut again. Let me check. I need to scroll again. Also, he wants to draw detailed enemy drawings, so that's another reason. Okay, that's valid. So there is some passion behind this. I think that's a good thing, of course. To make him more tired, I mean, oh, okay, good. Then I'm gonna exaggerate that to the max. Oh yeah, my friend is starting digital. Has he started drawing traditionally ever? And is now trying to actually get into it by learning digitally? Or is he like straight up going into digital and hasn't actually drawn traditionally before at all? Search it up. No. Nah. Okay. Now let's do the eyebrows. Honestly, I don't know. It seems like he's drawing digital for the majority of his drawing journey. Yeah, I can't say how difficult that is, honestly, because for me and most people I know, they started traditional first and then went to digital art. I just know that if you have learned traditional art and then try to start learning digital art, it feels like relearning art. A bit like, of course, the fundamentals are the same, but you are learning a new medium. So yeah, I felt like that was always a tough transition to go from the one to the other, but I wonder how it is actually, what the experience is like if you go to digital directly. I can imagine that it's maybe a bit differently. Hi Kweku Ghana, welcome to the stream. Any advice? Start drawing on a tablet. Start drawing on a tablet and my art is a mess. At the moment, I'm struggling with anatomy. I'm interested in making my own short films, but the process is quite frustrating. Yeah, I guess. It makes sense if you're still trying to learn that and it's still somewhat new, then it's always frustrating, always. Ask every artist out there, once you try to get into something remotely new, that's always frustrating. Even though, like, it can also be fascinating and intriguing to, like, start a new big project or something like that. Nonetheless, bro, the frustration levels we as artists do to ourselves sometimes. Amazing. But yeah, I don't know if I have any advice on that. Let me know, chat, if you have any. Is it more like, what exact advice are you looking for? Kweku, is it more about like how to get started on digital art, like with graphic tablets and stuff? But well, you're saying you're struggling with anatomy. If you're struggling with anatomy, I definitely recommend studying some reference, trying to learn by eye basically, and see if you can replicate that. Maybe one more tip is to see in big shapes. Like for instance, right now when I'm drawing his face, I wouldn't like go, okay, here's the line for the eye, here's the other line, and then this. I wouldn't do that straight away, but I would like first place maybe general circles to know where everything is gonna be, and then get more detail later, you know? And that's the same with anatomy, honestly, like trying to find the shapes. Also for the body, I wouldn't like, okay, a neck, muscle, arm, I wouldn't do it like this. But for instance, if I see the reference or even in my head at this point, you'd want to go with bigger shapes. Okay, this is the torso, this is gonna be his line, like the spine, here's maybe the hip, then maybe I want to have the legs like this. It's really about seeing the bigger shapes and the silhouette first and then replicating that. And studying, of course, there are a lot of tutorial videos on how to do anatomy. Maybe check out those. Those really helped me a lot in the past. But if you study reference, that is the way you should see it. Like, you have to train your artistic eye a bit on that. You might already know this. I might be saying stuff you already know, but maybe this helped. I don't know. If anyone else has more tips, feel free to let him know in chat, of course. Hi, Master Sick Art, welcome to the stream. I've seen him struggle drawing a single line and undo it so much. Bro, don't pretend like we're not doing that. Did you see me draw this line here? I don't know how many times I tried. We all have those moments. I guess I could ask him. Also, yo, we're talking about the same topic, right? But yeah, if it's about tips for getting into digital art, especially if you tried traditional art before, in my Q&A video, I talked a bit about that because that was one of your guys' questions. But like, my main tip is honestly, of course, get used to the tool, get used to the shortcuts, stuff like that. You have to find the nice brushes in the tool that you like, maybe adjust some brush settings if it's maybe without stabilization and stuff like that. But the main tip I give everyone who tries to learn traditional digital art after doing traditional first, watch speed paints. Watch a lot of speed paints, maybe also in a program that you use yourself, but even if it's not in the same program, that is not wrong at all, because then you start seeing different processes by different people. Because I feel like the process can be so different from your traditional process. I will see, okay, this person does it all in one layer. But this person, they do it on multiple layers. They start with the line art, then later they put the line art on multiply maybe, then they use color dodge for the lighting. Like, watching the process by different artists really helped me a lot to see what possibilities I have. Then of course you try around, you replicate some stuff that you like, you find out what maybe you don't like. In the beginning you're gonna be pretty slow probably, it's not gonna be in the quality you want, but by the time you will find out which process or process parts you like best and which you want to integrate in your process in the end. It's pretty much the same as finding your art style really. Because there, I'm of the same opinion that it's about trying around until you find the stuff you like, getting inspired by other artists, stuff like that. I'm gonna have a strand here, just like him. Just got back, got my package. Ooh, okay. What did you order? Here to see some drawings, yes. By the way, for everyone new here who didn't see yet, we're drawing this OC by Mr. Moon. His name is Lucien Vauvert. Again, sorry if I'm not pronouncing it completely correctly. I mean, it's Lucien, I think. I had some French classes. And then we had a tip here, which was anatomy and animation can be a hassle, and sometimes it may be worth rather learning to animate. There are literally different skills to account for. Yeah, I think that's actually a good tip, Titan. Thanks for mentioning that. I completely forgot to consider that when I was talking before. Of course, animation is again a bit of another thing. Of course, a lot of stuff does apply, but yeah, I totally see your point, Titan. Now let me... I think I want to zoom out more for getting smooth shapes for the line art. Oh, but I forgot some strands. He has some behind his neck, actually. Oh no, they're actually here. No? How come? Like this? Probably here too then, right? Like this? Okay, the more I keep going with this piece and do the line art and stuff, I feel like he keeps looking more and more different. But honestly, I'm gonna do it now because it annoys me if I have him without it the whole time. I'm gonna add these the shading around his eyes now, because it's essential to his design. Maybe then you don't see how unsymmetric the eyes are then. I'm gonna try to hide it with this. The tricks. You need to learn to work smart and not hard as an artist. That's key. And then he has a lot of dark spots here. I'm actually using a different brush for this, which is not that crisp like the line art brush, but more charcoal-like or more pencil-like, with a bit more structure to it. Actually, I want to use that one for this. I'm gonna erase some bits. That's a bit too much, honestly. I didn't want to erase that much. Let me try again. Yeah, I wanted it more like this. Movement is a skill on its own, definitely. Thank you for the advice. You're welcome. What are your pronouns? Mine? They're she, her. Try also utilizing just techniques that don't necessarily use the type of brush as well. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I read a comment, but then I completely forgot what I just read. I have that also with reading a book sometimes. You just read a whole passage and then you get a blank in your brain and you're like, wait, what did I just read? Wait, let me try again. Try also utilizing just techniques that don't necessarily use the type of brush as well. Oh yeah. Cross-hatching as an example. Anatomy is a bit hard at first, also figuring out drawing. I mean, definitely. Ask any artist, learning anatomy in the beginning is hard. It still is. Like, even I should be refreshing my anatomy skills, even after more than 10 years of drawing. I think they've gotten a bit rusty and there's always more to learn. I'm a young artist who tries to draw realism and my own style. You can do it quickly if you have enough free time and motivation, that's true. Well, it's true. If you're an artist who works a lot, that doesn't have a lot of free time, and doesn't have, maybe even because of that, doesn't have a lot of motivation, I feel like it gets hard. I remember I had a phase where I was working so much that there was literally no energy or motivation left at the end of the day to draw. So I didn't draw a lot in that period. And then, of course, I also didn't learn a lot more. And if I try to think back about when I got started with art and still watched all these tutorial videos and learned, I think I did have a bit more time on my hands back then because I was still younger. So that was definitely helpful. If I imagine learning it now with much less time, it would take me longer to be to where I am now, probably. True, yes. Perfect symmetry shouldn't be the norm, chat. Exactly. I saw a lot of people saying Pinterest makes your art better. Kind of. It's good for references and I don't think anything more. You can get inspiration from art channels. I love Andrew Kadima. Oh, I don't know them. But yeah, I also really like looking at artists I admire. I have some on my TikTok or on my Instagram that I really follow a lot. I also like Pinterest for inspiration, not gonna lie, but mainly because my Pinterest is already very much aligned to my aesthetic taste, I think. But yeah, studying reference, for example, for Pinterest is always good. By the way, in the Discord channel, we also have a channel that is called Art Resources, where we try to collect some resources for everyone. And one of those threads is gesture drawing and references. So if you're looking for some poses and references to that, maybe check that channel out because we have some links there. For instance, there's Figurosity. That's a page for gesture drawing where you get random poses for like whatever time frame you choose, and then you just quickly draw them. But there are even more pages linked there if you want some more sites apart from Pinterest to maybe practice with. Maybe you're interested, then check it out. Who keeps pushing these beauty standards? I got a new PS2 game disc. Damn, have fun. Hi and welcome, Golden Apple Play. Hi, welcome to the stream. I barely use Pinterest, LMAO. I mean, it's depending on your taste, right? Depends on whether you like that. What games, shows do you like, Lala? A lot. Well, I like gaming, and I mainly do Overwatch, actually, which you guys have been flaming me for, I know. But I don't care what you say, I like Overwatch, it's a good game. Flame me however you want. But recently I discovered Haste. Wait, I think those are too many lines, actually. Recently I discovered Haste, which is a platformer indie game about running, running. That's the best way I like to explain it. Maybe you want to watch my recent stream about it. But yeah, it's fun. I like to play a lot of Nintendo games in the past, like Super Mario, Rhythm Thief, whatever, even some rhythm games, I guess. I like playing some horror games like Outlast and stuff like that, especially with my boyfriend. I like playing collab games with him. Did I forget anything about his head? I feel like the silhouette on the right is a bit weird here. We need to improve that a bit. Maybe like this should be better. And then it's not as abrupt, basically. And regarding shows, it's too much. Like, I watch a lot of anime, but I've seen so many animes, I can't list them all. You can just start typing some animes in a chat and I'll just tell you whether I watched them. But like, I watch a lot. One Piece, Naruto, Death Note, Tokyo Ghoul, Elfenlied, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Attack on Titan, like a lot of different stuff. Apothecary Diaries, I love it. A lot. Can't list them all. I love Arcane as a show. And a lot more. I don't know. I can't just list them all from the top of my head, but yeah, a lot. Andrew Kadima makes flawless portrait and raw emotion. I love his art. Yeah, that's always cool. If you are able to actually convey emotion in your art, then that's peak. I couldn't improve myself in digital art. I only work on pencil drawings. Oh, hi and welcome, your chart. I'm not sure if that is your first message here, so hi and welcome. Yeah, that's unfortunate to hear if that demotivated you. If you want to motivate yourself again, maybe check out my video where I roasted my old art, because there I also showed some of my first digital paintings. Maybe that's gonna motivate you to see how bad I also was when I started digital art, because I think that's just a normal part of the process, and I can definitely understand if that stage in that process and this transition is demotivating, honestly. I think the secret to pull through that is delusion. You gotta be a bit delusional about yourself, and then you're gonna make it somehow. That's also, even like in the very beginning, even if traditionally you just start learning about art, even then you just gotta be a bit delulu, and then you're gonna push through and get better. You gotta be bad at the beginning to get better, and you gotta be delulu enough to push through that bad phase. That is my hot take, honestly. I feel like I have fur here, yes. Yeah, totally fair, felt that. Yeah, same. Hi Lana Isa, welcome to the stream. Heard of Slitterhead? No, I don't think so. What is that? An anime, a show, a series, a movie, a game? Let me know. Currently, the hardest things for me now is color theory. Damn. Ask any artist. Never touched it. Flowy moments in art sometimes. So you mean like dynamic art, right? Sometimes. And expressions. It's so hard for me to capture it. And animation. Animation is the hardest. Okay, so I can talk about dynamic art, definitely, because I struggled with that a lot in the beginning, which is why I even made how to draw dynamic art videos in my YouTube channel now later. I have 2 videos about that, actually, so maybe you want to check that out, but mainly because I struggled so much with that in the beginning that I got a how to draw book on how to do dynamic poses, and there were a few tips out there that really were a game changer for me that I tried to share with you guys in those videos, basically. So I would be happy if those help you too, because I feel like that's a struggle for a lot of artists. I even had a voting survey on my as a community post on YouTube, where I asked you guys if that is something you struggled with, if it's something you still struggle with, or if that has never been a problem for you. And there wasn't a single person out of like 30 votes that said they don't or didn't struggle with it. a lot of you guys even said that you still struggle with it. So that's really a common struggle, I think, for a lot of artists. Then you also said color theory. Color theory is definitely difficult. You probably all know these memes where it's like they have like the color picker or whatever, and they push it over and it looks green or something. Then you look at the actual color wheel and it's like blue or something like that. You know these meme videos? So even those alone are proof that color theory is hard. And I've rarely met an artist that would tell you that color theory is easy. There are a lot of good tutorials out there, and I think the best thing that helped me about color theory is to know like some basic color schemes like analogous, tetradic, quadratic, complementary is like maybe the easiest. So if you already know those, that's already good. And you're usually on the safer side if you have fewer hues in your art, maybe like 3 main hues. Then you try to go with those, then the chances are less likely that they're not going to be cohesive in total. And I feel like the complexity increases the more colors you start introducing in your painting. So if you say, hey, I want to go complementary, so let me do green and red, for instance, and you do mainly these two, then you're pretty much on the safe side. But if you go slap in the whole color wheel in there, of course, the chances are going to be higher that maybe it doesn't look that good. Then, of course, there's that whole aspect of how lighting interacts with everything, how that's gonna change the colors. Yeah, all of that. I had one more point on my head, but I already forgot it. I lost my thread, or however you can say that in English. I feel like this is not correct. Let me check the reference. Let me do it like this. Yep. There was one more thing about color theory I wanted to say. Oh yeah, one more tip, maybe. I don't know the exact numbers. I remember, but there was something like a 60, 30, 10 rule or something. Like 60% of one, those numbers might be different, maybe 70, whatever, but like about that, like 60% one color, 30% the other, and 10% the next one. It's about one main color, then about one that you have a bit less, and then the accent color. I really like to go about this so that if you have 3 colors in your piece and you have them like 30%, 30%, 30%, you know, 33%, blah, blah, blah. So you mean you have them evenly in your piece, not one color outweighs the other. That's when it can get a bit muddy, you know, because you're like, okay, what color is the focus? And that is something, you don't have to do it. Maybe in your case it doesn't work, but for me, I like sticking to that rule a lot of times to have one color be the main color and then the other ones subordinating to that one, basically. Another thing, if you have, for instance, complementary colors, let's say the green and the red, what I really like to do is have, not having both super saturated or super desaturated, because complementary colors can be very extreme. They're on the opposites of the wheel. So I saw this tip once and it helped me a lot. You wouldn't want both of them to be very saturated because those are on the opposite and it's gonna be too strong. But then again, if they're both too desaturated, you don't know what to look at. It's a bit too weak. So let me show it here actually. If I were to let me explain this. You wouldn't want there to be a super strong green here and then also a super strong red here or something like this. This just looks disastrous, okay? So if for some reason you want this hair to be a popping bright red and that is your focus, but you still want some complementary green elements, I'd go more desaturated. And then you see it works better. Still doesn't look good the way I did it just now. I'd also probably go darker and stuff like that. But it really helps to have one less prominent in cases like that, because it just gets too extreme or not extreme enough, you know? Of course, exceptions always apply, blah blah. No guarantees, you know. But those are some tips that helped me. Oh, I'm still on the same layer. That was stupid. Well, might as well stick to the layer now. Okay, let me check chat again. But yeah, expressions I also find super hard. Let me show you actually. Or did I have it here? Yes, I think so. I practiced them once in my sketchbook again. Where are they? Where did I do it? I'm trying to find it. In the meantime, you hear some paper ASMR, yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Huh? Did I miss it? Was it in the front pages? Wait, what? I'm sure it wasn't the sketchbook. There it is. Let me actually head to the bigger scene for that. Here I was practicing some expressions, basically. You can hardly see this one. Yeah. But yeah, I always find it hard, honestly, still to this day. Yeah. Let's get back to Photoshop. And actually, let me save the piece real quick, because I'm scared if I don't do in-between saves that I might lose it all. Alright, just to be on the safe side, learn from me, be better than me. Remember to save your pieces if you do digital art and don't use Procreate or stuff like that. And yeah, animations. I've only done a few animations and I'm not a pro at this at all. But from the few experiences I've had with it, it's just a completely different thing. While in illustrations, you can go completely wild with the details. In animation, you have to keep in mind how to simplify. Which characteristics do you want to keep? What's important to your character? But what is worth drawing over and over? Or what details should you just leave out? Like, the focus shifts a bit and it's just a very different skill. That's absolutely true. Your first digital art is not bad. I feel flattered you say that, but let me actually... maybe let me show you one, because I know I have that in my wrong folder here. So I might actually be able to show you that. And we can all laugh at me together. Where is it? Where is it? Why did I... like, I saved it at the wrong place. So it's here with all my actual newer art. Where is it? Where is it? Did I delete it? Did I feel so ashamed that I deleted it? Oh no, there it is. Okay, are you ready? Okay, this is not my first one, okay? Like, there have been a few more before that were even worse, but that's like one of my older pieces that I can quickly find right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. That was one of my older pieces. I know it's not super bad, but I'm much better than that now. Okay, so we all start somewhere. Again, there have been even worse ones that I just can't find that quickly right now. Not Laura encouraging us to be delusional, LMAO. Of course! I will always encourage you to be delulu. That is my job. Slitherhead is a horror game made by some of the OG devs of Silent Head. Ah, okay, interesting. Maybe I should check it out. It's already been out for a while, but a gem missed. Ooh. The poses of the drawings I make are sometimes stiff as hell. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's something I used to struggle with so hard. And that a lot of artists still struggle with, I think. Like, write in chat if you struggle with that or used to struggle with it. And the one biggest tip that helped me was a contrapposto. And if you don't know what that is, then check out the videos I mentioned that I made, because there I explain it in more detail. Laura is such a pretty name, I'm jealous. That's so cute, thank you. I don't really like the name that much. I don't know, I don't really like the name Laura. Which is why I prefer being called Laula by you guys. Laula has a funny history though. Do you want to know how that nickname emerged? It's because my brother, when he was still very young, he struggled with pronouncing R's for some reason. I think it was because he had a weird tooth gap because of the milk teeth falling out. So he just struggled with pronouncing R's for a long time and pronounced it like L. and he used to say Lola instead of Laura, and I found that so cute and somehow made that my nickname. Yeah, so I don't know, I just still find it cute. So if you see my little mini Laulas, these little drawings of me that I use in my videos and that you can use as stickers in the Discord server, that is why I call them mini Laula. Yeah, that's one of my nicknames. Some of you guys also like calling me Lala. That is also a nickname I had in the past, which is the reason why I call this whole channel Lalatworks. Feel free to call me whichever of the free names you want. I don't have enough time to learn digital art. My family thinks it's ridiculous that I even dabble in drawing. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's really unfortunate that a lot of artists have it that they just don't have the time to pursue their passion. Breaks my heart over and over, especially when the family doesn't support it. I know we have to make our money some way, and that is also why art is not my main profession at this point in my life or anything. I make my art in a completely different, and my money in a completely different way. But I have been able to keep up my passion so far, which I'm very grateful for. But I understand everyone who just can't, honestly, if it's just too much everything else, and maybe also your environment is not that supportive. Can be a fight, honestly, can be difficult. But even more props to everyone who pulls through with it, because learning art is hard. Keeping that motivation up, keeping that passion up. I just love all my fellow artists who push through to that. Maybe we're all just masochists deep down, maybe. Mango Fury? Hi and welcome, Corrupting Heart. Is that a thing that you just come into the stream and type something fruit related? I think I've noticed that pattern. For me, it's literally thinking color as value, you know? Okay. That tip about percentage can work, but to be honest, I think you can mess around with the percent of colors. Yeah, definitely. Like, these numbers are not fixed. It's just more about, like, not doing it completely evenly, but even that you can do. Like, if that fits your piece and that is what you're going for, if you want a completely balanced piece, okay. But it's just a tip that helped me because I like having a clear focus in my pieces and stuff like that. So if you struggle with it and you want to try it, here's something to try out. Sometimes you can literally use complementary as highlights, which I find pretty cool. Oh, that's a nice idea. Yeah. I think I did that too sometimes. Yeah, I like that. Nice, lol. Win traditional expressions. I admire your expression drawing. Thank you. That's so goated, thanks. It kind of reminds me of Rebecca Sugar's art. Ooh, I also don't know that one, honestly, but I'd love to check them out. If you type the names in the Discord server, maybe I can check them out sometime. Or, oh, it's already here in the chat, I can just look it up later. Real, it's so cool. I swear my internet is cooked. A little Laura. True, honestly, for me, the thing that sticked and helped me with drawing from learning to animate is character flow and learning to focus on the entire piece and gesture and not focus on details. Absolutely. Like, also just zooming out from a piece and resisting the urge to always zoom in for everything. It's not, if it's not like super detailed fine tuning, right? Especially in the sketching phase, being all zoomed out to see the big picture, that always helps me a lot. I know I'm yapping a lot right now and not drawing that much. Sorry for you guys, but I find it so interesting to talk about this stuff with you. And I need to read the comments. It's hard to draw while doing that. Wait, you need an emote for small Laura. What is a small Laura emote? Just drawing me next to a bug, being the same size, or how exactly do you imagine it? That looks so cool, thank you. Did you mean that old digital art? Chibi Laura, guys. Oh, whoops. Noted. Finding time exists somewhere, even if it's small. Time is a construct, guys. If you believe you have time, you have time. I mean, yes. It's a lot about what you make of it, right? If, for instance, just like me, you are a lot on TikTok instead of doing your art, you might want to consider that one. But then again, it's a fact that maybe also depending on your private circumstances, right? Not everyone has that privilege of time. A lot of people have to work multiple jobs to somehow support themselves, and then having the energy left and creative energy left, that can be tough. So I'm not gonna hold that standard to everyone. Everyone's personal circumstances are different, and if someone says, I just can't, honestly, I respect that. it's unfortunate, always, and I'd always want to encourage you to try more and pursue your passion. But it's a fine line between getting burnt out also. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a difficult one. Wait, let me pull up that OG picture again. I want to check something. Yeah, maybe, let's say this is the arm. I don't know how you call it in English. Ärmel? The sleeve? Is it that? But it's also crazy how you've never outlearned art. Like, no matter how good you are, there's always more to learn. Literally at no stage of being an artist, you should have the right to be absolutely smug. Okay, no, that's not what I mean, but like, you can be self-confident and love your art, you should actually, but don't think there's nothing to learn. There's always more to learn, honestly. I don't like that line here. Ugh, my foot fell asleep. Yeah, I see you're saying it right now too. If people who have no time due to family, they believed they can make time, so they did. I don't know if that's always applicable, honestly. Sure, if you maybe assign your time differently and like prioritize time of different stuff differently, maybe that is still a possibility you can do. Nonetheless, there will be people who just have less the privilege of time compared to other people. If people who have, wait, no, I read that. The other one was, which is interesting considering they just need that belief and they have even less time than usual. Yeah, I see that there is some wiggle room. I will agree with that. But I think there is some constante that you maybe cannot influence. Of course, you can decide to completely change your career path and dedicate your whole life to art. But then again, maybe you not only want to pursue your art, but also want certain stability in your life. Maybe you're a bit more insecure about that stuff, which is also completely fine. So yeah, there is some wiggle room depending on how you maybe prioritize your time and stuff like that. But if maybe you are a single mom who takes care of her children alone, you don't have anyone else to rely for support on, maybe you don't have any family members left who might even support you financially, you have to work multiple jobs, that is a completely different situation compared to someone who, oh, you're a 14-year-old teen who has maybe school until 1 p.m., doesn't have homework right now, even has holidays right now, and maybe you don't have to help with the household and everything, and maybe your life is pretty chill at this time around. I think that those are different situations. But both can probably somehow make time or waste time for art. Like, even if you have all this time, as that teen example I was just mentioning, like, those examples are random, okay? But like, if, for example, you're that teen girl with a lot of time in her hands, you could also be wasting your time with other stuff and not doing art even though you want to. Of course, it's also about what you make with the time, like, I agree with that. But nonetheless, I think the environment and your personal circumstances do play a role. Honestly, in this young period of mine, people that are same age around me have an ambition and people always pressure me to find one. I don't know what my ambition is, but I was grown to think art isn't. Yeah, that's hard. Some people will never find their ambition, honestly, their whole life, or will keep spending their whole life looking for that ambition. Of course, that can also be fun, like, you know, the journey is the goal, not the destination, stuff like that. Like, this journey to finding your ambition can also be nice, dabbing into different stuff, trying it out. Maybe you're just a jack of multiple trades, honestly, and that is also fine. I don't see myself as the kind of person that only pursues one thing 100% and leaves everything else. That was always a problem for me because I personally am interested in way too many things. I'm interested in almost everything. Like, when I was choosing my career path, it was so hard for me to make a decision simply because I can see myself in everything, basically. So that was my problem. yeah. So I don't know. I chose one path, but like on the side I do a lot of different stuff. But I find it difficult. But yeah, I feel like in our society it is more the norm to have like the one thing and then you do it like for the rest of your life probably, and then you try to foster that knowledge, maybe do more school in that direction. It's hard for people who have multiple passions. I just noticed the original drawing is black and white. So I'm not sure. I usually also do the flat colors in these live streams. Should I just invent colors? Or should I just also do black and white? What do we think, guys? Why does your live keep getting delayed, bro? I don't know. It's so bad. Like, it keeps getting more and more delayed, right? Is it better on Twitch? Like, for anyone who's watching from Twitch, is it also bad, the delay, the latency? I noticed that with watching other streams too. Like, when I watched other streamers, I noticed that the delay gets worse in course of the stream. I don't know why that is, honestly. If anyone has a tip, let me know. Hello and nice stream. Thank you and welcome, Tim's Comedy. Okay, a lot of consonants, but hi Tim, I guess. I have a deep passion for art since I drew since I was 3 and grown attached to it as something much more than a hobby that I don't even consider art as a job. I keep talking about me being young. Yeah, I mean, you say that your surroundings are kinda making you think that it's not worth being a job, right? I mean, we do have to be realistic. Being an artist is hard. There are maybe more stable jobs out there, and I will not. Anyone who says, just do art if that is what you like, and don't think about anything else, I think those people don't take the worries of a person seriously. That is like thinking about this, oh, can I actually pursue this passion? Can I allow myself to do that? How safe is the market? How likely will I find the job? Is this possible in my region? Do I have the financial backup if it doesn't work out? Maybe should I go freelance? Like, all these thoughts. I feel like people who just say, hey, go for it. I get why you'd say that, but I also feel like you need to take these worries seriously. Like, these worries don't come out of nowhere, and I totally understand that. And a lot of times these worries get emphasized by our surroundings. So I can't tell you to just say, fuck it, just do it. Like, I won't say that. But just saying, I don't consider this as a possibility is also a shame, because you definitely sound like it's something you enjoy. And you should definitely not let the people you know or something determine your fate and your life. It's your life. But of course, this is a decision that you will have to make, considering what you want your life to be like, how much stability you desire, how your worries allow that maybe. Depends on your priorities, of course. Maybe, actually, I think I'm gonna have the code go over this. Like this, maybe? I feel like I'm doing the code completely wrong, honestly. But who cares? Who cares? As long as I recognize my flaws. Yeah, maybe you should also work on them, but that's the next step, you know? Gotta also cut yourself some slack. Bro. Please let me do this right. People got stigma about art. Exactly. That's also a point I was getting at least where I live. Not, I think you live in America, right? In Germany too. Europe too. A lot of people just don't see it as an actual job or a stable job. A lot of people underestimate the opportunities the industry has though. A lot of people don't realize that maybe the gaming industry is huge now, and a lot of art flows into the gaming industry, right? I feel like a lot of people who are not in the art bubble underestimate how many job opportunities this industry actually offers, but nonetheless, it can be hard to land a good job. Like, I keep hearing about people who actually studied art and struggle finding that job. Struggle finding an internship at all. Super talented, skilled artists that I know, that I've seen the portfolio of, tell me about how many applications they've already done. But then also, that's maybe not just the art industry right now. A lot of industries are struggling at the moment, but the art industry is something where I have consistently kept hearing this over the years. But I don't work in the art industry, haven't worked there myself. I'm not a professional, so I'm not really the person to be talking about that. I just talk about what I've heard. Yeah. I make up job dreams and tell people I want to be an engineer or a bank person or something like that and consider art as a side career, but I try so much to make it my ambition that I can't when I try. I feel that, honestly. I feel that. I'm living the Asian stereotype, lol. It's so easy to just say, just do what you want, but in practice, you have that societal pressure nonetheless. Like, I feel you. I was told to be talented for my age, and I take it deep into my heart, and I do want to become better. Not me yet pilling lol. No, it's all good, all good. Okay, Chad, how do I detach myself from the fandom I got attached years ago, then force myself to leave it, and the fandom revived and I'm attached again? Does that make sense? Which fandom are we talking about? Now I'm curious. Honestly, I can't say. I can't say. I think maybe... I don't really think I had that case. But maybe anyone has tips? Just watch your comfort show, I guess, nonetheless. Dude, art is literally everyone's livelihoods, right? We rule the earth. Like, people underestimate where there is art. There's so much art. Like, all the movies, all the entertainment you watch, that is art. The book covers of the books you read, art a lot of times. Like, graphic design, the logos for companies. Art has its fingers in so many things. People underestimate that, yeah. What is love? Art is love. Devil May Cry game. Ooh. Oh, the character concept is crazy good. Okay, let me actually try to draw more. I got caught up into yapping. This doesn't look good. I like this is better. And then we're gonna see a bit of the hand here. Maybe like this? Doesn't look okay. Wait. It doesn't look too bad, but that one fold here doesn't really look right. You have to like imagine how the fabric would fold. More like this maybe. And let me also do that color. Is it called that way? I think so. Speaking of dynamic art, the topic we had before, those dynamic brush strokes, like that line of confidence, that is just something that comes with practice, just from drawing more and more. There's no shortcut around it, honestly. And then he has a belt. Is the belt thinner? Let me check. Yes, a bit. Hi Lala! Hi Miazurks! Welcome to the stream! I'm not talking about the fandom, but the series is as... Ooh, I see. I love how Devil May Cry is mentioned when I just got the package for the game a bit ago. Proof! I love Devil May Cry since 2019 that I cheat myself from the people who just discovered it. They might break my hopes and dreams since most of the new fans are children simping for their characters. They get into debates for no reason at all. Gosh, I'm scared of every fandom. They're somewhat good. People exist, but they are rare to find them now, and I found some pretty cool people and they're so chill. Man, that sucks. Oh well, a shame. Keep those people, man. Gems of fandoms, truly. Yeah, you hear some pretty bad rumors about some fandoms. That's true. I can't really completely recognize that circle on the belt. I just see there's something like a circle, I guess, but I don't see all the details, so I'm just gonna do whatever I can here. Can I do a circle? Thanks. Let's just do something like this, I guess. Better than nothing. I need to do this thingy. Let me erase first. My cat is calling me. Oh, my other leg fell asleep. I'm never selling them for millions or even billions. They're alive in my heart. No, they're all alive in my heart in the VIP section. Worst thing to do is search up a fandom in Pinterest. There always pop up something disgusting. What? New challenge, new stream? Just kidding. No, we're not gonna do that. Let me take another brush for the details. And by the way, guys, how's the stream time for you? You know that I usually stream Fridays, but does maybe Saturday work even better for you? I just randomly picked Friday because why not? And does anyone have an idea how I can put a little disclaimer maybe also on Twitch if like Friday doesn't work out, because I can't do like an individual info like, oh, can't keep the schedule this week. I don't know, I looked it up, but I couldn't find a solution. I think we need some more folds here. Does he have a button there? No. I feel like we need more thin folds, because the material of that shirt seems a bit thinner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you look at this, it feels like the material of that shirt or like top is more loose because you have more folds and stretches, and it looks thicker in my drawing. Like you have one of those more rigid tops, if you know what I mean. Maybe it's also because of this one, honestly. Maybe if I do more little folds like that, it looks more like it's the right material. Does that look better, chat? What do we think? Oh no, we don't talk about Resident Evil. Didn't we play the game Resident Evil? I think we did. I woke up early, which is rare for me, LMAO. Albert Wesker is scary. I don't know why people simp for that. What? He's one of my weird fears, along with butterflies and moths. I gotta say, I always thought butterflies are so cute and pretty, but then there was one day as a kid where one landed like on my hand, I think, and then I looked at that butterfly and I saw that ugly little face. I just thought they're all pretty. I didn't know how scary their face looks, and it jump scared me so bad. I didn't think butterflies were that pretty anymore after that. Like, they're pretty, okay? I don't hate butterflies or anything, but that moment scared me. They have no business having those, what do you call it? Deceiving wings. And then you look at their face. Completely catfish, man. Oh, it's getting so hot. Is the fan working? Yeah. You are not wrong about that. And maybe the jacket is oversized. Huh. Wait, you mean the coat? There's nothing wrong with simping, but when people publicly announce they're simping, like, yes, honey, we know, keep that in your head. True. Yeah, it's true. I should have made the coat more oversized. Oh, no, I don't feel like changing it up. I think it's not too bad, but one line I need to change, actually, is this one. Art fight is right around the corner. Are you guys participating, by the way? It looks okay. It looks okay. Maybe let's give him some necklines. Stuff like that. I just finished Silent Hill earlier. I swear, if I spy with my two eyes a goon on Pinterest, I'm crashing out. Just don't be on Pinterest for them. Well, that is a solution. Okay, okay. A lot of Silent Hill love in this chat. The drawing of the OC has the vibe of Hole from Hole's Moving Castle too, and I love it. This art is food. Did you know the little mini Lola sticker yet, where I eat your scrumptious art? Wait, let me show for everyone who doesn't know. We made that in a prior live stream, where I draw these mini Lolas usually. Where is it? No, wrong one. Ah, stickers here. Like here. I draw these mini Lolas usually for like my... So you can use them as stickers actually in the Discord. So if you want to use them, make sure to join the Discord. But I also use them in my videos. And recently we made this one, which is a mini Lola eating your guys' scrumptious art. I just thought we need that because artists just love to say that they want to eat art. Completely valid that they do. Also, I feel so complimented that you see Hole in this one. Does anyone here not know Hole from the Moving Castle? Let me actually show a picture. Hole, Moving Castle. I love Ghibli movies. I also love this one, and I love Hole's character design. That's him. Yeah, you see that? This one, this guy. I see what you mean, honestly. I honestly prefer the PS2. Oh, again, Silent Hill. A mixture of Silas too. Guys, eat the art now. Exactly. Listen to the man. We shall not have starving artists here. If you don't have anything else to eat art. Okay, I think... Is that already it for this character? Should I just give him some black and white stuff, like in the original? Let's do that maybe. Or do you want me to actually give him colors? What do we think? What colors would fit him? I don't know. I just feel like the original character doesn't have any colors, so let's just do it black and white, right? Can I make it so that the line art is more visible if it's dark? Do you guys have any tips? What to do so that you can see the line art better? A certain layer mode maybe? I can't just do it all white. Lighten screen. Maybe I should just do... Well, it's only for the code, isn't it? Only for the code, mainly. So maybe I should just do a clipping mask layer on top there. And then do it white. Okay, I'm just gonna start coloring it in, first of all. Then we can still see how to do the line art later. Maybe it's not too bad in the first place. Ooh, my boyfriend gave me a snack. Always feed your girlfriends, guys. You guys all are comforting. This is like chilling inside our house and having heart-to-heart banter. Aww. This is what I want my streams to feel like. Exactly that. Bro, this little artsy hand glove. I'm sweating. It's too hot. It's too hot. I'm just gonna leave that and eat my Kit Kat real quick. Any plans for the weekend, guys? Anyone else going for a hike in 30 degrees like me yesterday? Bro, the Kit Kat is all melted. This is a message to my boyfriend that we please need to put our chocolate into the fridge later. Also, guys, please remember, please remind me that I need to water my plants. They're dying in this heat. Just write me a Discord message later after the stream so I don't forget. Please. I like chilling here. Oh, that's so nice to hear. I might be watching a movie today. Ooh, which one? Or tomorrow. I hate heat as a Florida man. Oh. Ever considered moving? I'm gonna see if my dad's gonna take me to a retro thrift shop after exams. Ooh, you have exams coming up? Ooh, good luck with those. Stay strong, stay hydrated, eat scrumptious art in case you're starving. Bro, this cannot be considered chocolate anymore. This is chocolate soup. The inside of that paper, plastic, whatever, it looks like, I don't know, a chocolate massacre. I have school in Maryland. I'm in break right now. Oh. Well, inconvenient. And why did you go there? Is the stream okay? Am I lagging? Is the latency super bad? Because it looks like in my restream it froze or something. Or is it just paused? Confuses me. I don't know what to do so that the latency doesn't get worse and worse over the stream. I guess I just can't do streams that are too long, or else we're gonna be at 1 hour delay at some point. Well, maybe not that bad, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. And then the inside of the coat is a bit brighter from what I had seen. Ah, finally some wind. Please. Thank you. Ah, finally. I have more wind thanks to the fan now. Do you guys have an AC at your house? I feel like in America people have that a lot, and in Asia too. But like, even in Italy, honestly, when I was there, just in Germany, it's not a thing at all. Let me know if ACs are a thing in your country. Like, in the office, sometime. Also like in some stores sometimes, but in your private house, never. No actual German has an AC at home. A lot of Germans are also convinced that ACs just make you sick. That's the thing here. And honestly, I might actually think that too, because every time we did use an AC, also at holiday, I don't know, I woke up with a sore throat and everything. I just like having a fan at home, but having a nice AC isn't bad either, not gonna lie. But they also take a lot of energy, right? They're really not that environmentally friendly. I guess I wish I could stay here for longer, but my eyes are straining since I was in eye hospital earlier, and they said I can't strain my eyes for 4 hours since they put some sort of eye drop to recognize the problem I have. Oh, yeah, I had that too. I know those drops. Well then, was nice having you here in case you're hopping off now, and hoping to see you next time. Of course, you can just have it go on the side and just listen, but that is not the same experience, so in case you're hopping off, bye, it was nice to have you here, but if you're staying, I'm gonna be happy about that. My house does have an AC, lol, interesting. Hope you get better soon, bye bye. Yes, yes, I hope it's nothing too bad with your eye, wish you all the best and good health. Hope that all goes well. My grandma also recently had an eye operation. Not operation, what's the English word? Surgery. So I think that's super scary. The surgery around the eyes, like everything eye related, it's just such a sensible area. I find that a bit scary. But I'm glad that so well everything So far, everything worked out for her. That's fair. I think I utilize the fan more than AC. Alright. But yeah, also like in stores or in some offices, office buildings, stuff like that, you will find ACs in Germany too. But I wonder how it is for the rest of Europe. Because in the beginning I wanted to say it's a European thing, but then I remembered that like Italy does use ACs. Like every time I was in Italy, ACs are a thing there. Even in some private households. Yeah, but I don't know, maybe like Netherlands or stuff like that. Maybe it's the same for them there, that ACs are not really a thing. I think I remember that my Dutch friend told me that, but I'm not sure anymore, not gonna lie. So if you're from somewhere in Europe, let me know which country and whether you use an OC. Maybe we're gonna start a study to find out if it's just a German thing. Do you hear the sounds of the fan or like wind coming to the mic? Is it disturbing or anything? Let me know. But I'm finally not sweating my ass off. So that's nice, not melting into the ground. I relate to the scary, right? Real. I don't. Nah, it's all good. Okay, good. Nice to hear that. Okay, actually, might go a bit smarter about this. I keep talking about work smart, not hard, and then I go painting all in, like, as if I have to paint it all in by hand. You know that I'm not happy with the color drop or bucket tool in Photoshop, but nonetheless, for this big area, I should actually use it. Let me do this time. That's also one of the reasons why my drawing process is way quicker on Procreate, honestly. Because first of all, the lasso tool, the selection tool, is much more intuitive and better in my opinion. You can think what you want, but I just like it better. And okay, it works. And what else do I want to say? Ah yeah, and also the color drop tool. Okay, that worked. Look at us. Are you drinking something nice and cold? If so, what? Let me zoom in more. I feel like more people can participate now on Saturday. Is the day maybe more convenient? Maybe it's also the time, because I'm doing it earlier. I usually try doing like 5 p.m. on Fridays, because I always feel like in Germany, that's when people just get off of work, so then they can join the stream. And then also this is when I feel like Americans can also join maybe already, and I still somehow catch the Asians, but I don't know. How are the times for you? Maybe I don't have to stick one same day always, as long as I stream once a week. Maybe I should switch up the days sometime. Low-key wanna go get coffee, but at the same time I feel sleepy. Would it be iced coffee or hot coffee? Some iced coffee would be cool now. That's a good idea. You're bringing things into my head. Now I want an iced coffee. But I asked. I asked for this. Hi Fry, welcome to the stream. We're drawing your OCs, and since you're new, just let me quickly show you that this is the OC you guys submitted that I'm drawing today. This is Lucien by Mr. Moon. And oh yeah, maybe I should quickly zoom out so you can see how far we are already. This is the character so far. What do you think? Currently drawing in the values. We don't really have colors in the original piece, so I'm just sticking to black and white basically. I'm just gonna do this. Maybe I'm gonna use the eraser to fine-tune this later. I hate this stage where you have to do these details like this when putting in the flat colors. Also like line art, like all this detailed, just getting it done work. I hate that in a drawing process. I love the sketching phase where you're still visualizing, doing the idea. I like when you actually do the rendering, like the lighting, where it's not choosing the colors even, but then especially like doing more with the colors. But if it's just the process of laying down the colors, like even if it's just doing a gray flat area for a clipping mask later, that is annoying. Hi Enrico Gamba, welcome to the stream. We're drawing your OCs today that you could submit via the Discord server. And this guy's name here is Lucien by Mr. Moon. Let me just use the magic wand and fill that in. You gotta expand the selection because else we get a ugly ass white border, because the monopoly of Adobe cannot do it better. Love it. I still don't understand how they can't do it better, honestly. Procreate can do it better. Why can't they? They're so huge. They're industry standard in a lot of cases, and they still can't do it. It annoys me because they're also so expensive. They get so much money. My boyfriend is already starting to cook, I can hear it. Greetings, the secret hack, welcome. Oh wait, I missed some messages here. Hot coffee? You sure? I definitely tend to iced coffee in this heat. But then again, I know that's like the typical small talk topic, but how's the weather on your side? Because like in Germany it's super hot, but then again that might be different from region to region, depending on where you're from. Your art is so cool, thank you, thank you! Do you also enjoy character design or like making lore for OCs? Yeah, I did that a lot in the past actually, but I don't do it much recently. I actually registered, like I made an art fight profile for you guys who don't know art fight. It's an event that takes place every July, so soon again, where people draw each other's OCs and like you get points, you're like in different teams, but the main goal of the whole thing is to receive and make nice art for each other based on the OCs that you upload there. And I actually have one that I uploaded there. Where do I have the stuff actually? Let me actually just pull out the art fight page. I think that's just quicker. Art fight, let's go. Yeah, if you want more info on how art fight works, I know it can be a bit difficult sometimes. It was hard for me to also figure it all out. I have more info in it in my Discord server under art resources. I even have a video on, like a short on TikTok and YouTube where I try to explain it. But even on the official website, they have a FAQ section and an area where they explain it. Yeah, so where's my character? Where is my character? Hello? Was? Here. Like that's the one. That's Cricket. You guys decided the name. I made a TikTok short, TikTok and YouTube short once, where I asked you guys what name you would give him. And you guys had a lot of nice suggestions. Like you had Larry, you had Bob, there was a lot of nice stuff, but in the end I think I liked Cricket the most of the suggestions. So here he is. I don't even remember where the idea came from. I was just doodling and somehow he emerged out of my head. He was suddenly there. And yeah, his lore is very short. So it's just that Cricket comes across as pretty scary to most people, but he's actually a real emotional, cute softie. Like, that's his whole thing. And above everything, he loves animals, but unfortunately they're all scared of him. Like, you can see it here. Here he's holding, can I zoom in? He's holding a little birdie, but he's scared of him, even though he likes him. So he's super sad because they're scared of him. And yeah, his biggest wish is for animals to like him back. He is a very shy and socially anxious, awkward guy. So the only space or the only creatures, people, what's Lebewesen? What's the word? What's the word in English? Lebewesen. The only ones that he feels comfy with is animals. So he really wants them to like him back or feel safe around him, because he finally feels safe around them basically. And of course he's vegetarian, so that was like the whole idea about him. I don't have much more about his lore, world building or whatever. I don't know, he just somehow emerged and I find him cute. I made much more OCs in the past, but I don't know, lately I don't do them much, but it's still fun in my opinion. Let me quickly check chat again. Adobe Shade is so valid. Thank you, thank you. Adobe Shade, we approve. Good, good. Also, I'm not gonna participate in Artfight LOL. Totally valid. Like, it's a lot of work. I've never participated in the past, and I don't know if I will this year. If I do, I will probably do it on stream, mainly, I think. But I'm still not sure. I just started making my profile and uploaded it, but I will still have to see if it works out time-wise, because it's a lot of work. You have to put time in there, drawing others' OCs. Yeah, so that's all valid. Cricket W, lol, same. That's how Mike came to be. Yeah, I remember Mike. Actually, this is a Drawing Your OC challenge, and I know that you submitted Mike. And I was looking through your guys' OC submissions yesterday evening with my boyfriend. I was like, look at all these cool OCs, they're all so cool. I still have to think about who I want to draw today, blah, blah, blah. And then we came across Mike, and we were thinking like, okay, like, what is Mike? And my boyfriend is urging me to draw Mike. But before I can do that, please, Titan, please explain more about Mike, because I don't understand him. I literally don't know how I would draw him. Let me show again for everyone who doesn't know Mike yet. Where is it? There. Like, the way I see it, is that a hand? Here is maybe somewhere the head. This is the other hand, and then this is leg, and this is leg, and he's like, ew, like this. Do I see it correctly? I need some more explanation. Then he might get into closer considerations for upcoming streams. But right now he still confuses me, not gonna lie. Hugs for Cricket, thank you. He could be good friends with Mike. Y'all should meet. You could draw them together for Artfight. He looks so silly. After this OC, can you draw my OC? Oh, it's not... Well, you can submit it in the Discord server. That's usually how it works. Like, for everyone who doesn't know it yet, like, this is the Discord server. You can find the link in the description of this live stream in YouTube, or like in the About Me section below in Twitch. And you have this area here, which is... Wait, you can see it. Like you see here? Art collabs. If you go there, the first pinned one is Lalaverx Draws Your OC Live. You click there, then you submit your OCs. We already have a lot of submissions, and I do this sort of live stream sometimes where I draw one or two of those in one stream. And yeah, it's pretty random. I just decide based on what inspires me the most right now, what I just feel like drawing. It's not first come, first served, so even if there are a lot of submissions there, it doesn't mean that yours doesn't get drawn. So feel free to submit it there, and then there is the chance that I will draw it. But it's not like the people ask for it and then I just do it on demand. That's not really how it works, but feel free to submit it there. Wow, Mike is so cool. Yeah, we have the Mike praise that Mike deserves. Head, and he got 3 legs. 3? Wait, did I miscount? Wait, what? So is that thing on top his head? Is that the head and these are his 3 legs? He looks like a neuron brain cell. If I remember them correctly. I like there are these spikes. Explain the spikes. Mike looks so cool. I'll probably screenshot a better pic, one without the visual confusion of the part. Oh, that would help maybe. I'll do it later because I'm lazy. All good, all good. Hi, Miss Colo. Welcome to the stream. I fuck with the vibes of Mike. He looks so tough. A lot of Mike praise we like. Okay, let me continue painting. I know you're here to see me draw, so here I go. But I gotta... I was just about to erase the stuff. Now I remember. Yeah, I was doing the annoying part. Yeah, that's where we were. W. But yeah, it just feels nice having your C drawn, right? As long as it's in a respectful way, of course. I didn't really think about it that much yet, even though I'm drawing your Cs, but like recently Mr. Moon drew one of my OCs actually in the Discord server, and it felt so nice just having your OC drawn, and of course it looks stunning, the artwork. I don't know, just feels special, just feels nice, so I can definitely see that a lot of people like art fight also. I underestimated how nice that can feel. But then of course it is also something that a lot of people pay for a good reason, right? That is oftentimes something offered as commission. Oops. I thought I was still on the soft brush. Okay, we have the hair. I know I'd actually put a layer beneath that, then it's gonna be a bit quicker. So let me get the original reference again. Nope, that's Mike. Where was it? There. Okay, so we have like this mid-gray shade for a lot of the other stuff. Like this, maybe? A bit too dark, actually. Yeah, like this might be better. Oh, I forgot these strands down here. I'm gonna do them later. It's so fun seeing your receipts though, guys. Really inspiring also. I just love it. Seeing what cool stuff you guys come up with. I also always love seeing your scrumptious art in the Discord server. Okay, let me take that color again and do these strands I forgot. Like this. Alright, now I think the top I would actually make a bit brighter, indicating that it's white almost. real. Probably about the receiving OCs part, right? Oops. A bit too big. I like the feeling way more to be drawing. Yeah, okay. I like the feeling way more to be drawing on my graphic tablet, to be honest, compared to my iPad. My leg, falling asleep again. Stop sabotaging me. I wanted to say that, yeah, I like the feeling of drawing on my graphic tablet better, actually. I don't know, it just feels nicer. It's made for that, so of course it feels nicer. Because the iPad is also this glass surface. It just feels better somehow. I like it. I guess there are these screen protectors, sort of, that you can stick to your iPad that have a specific paper texture. Like they're made in a way to replicate that feeling of drawing on paper. Maybe I should actually get one of those. Those sound nice, actually. And when I can actually start using my iPad again. Because I have storage issues. Ugh. Hate it. But the one thing I really appreciate so much about the iPad, apart from having Procreate, which I just enjoy in general, is that you can just take it anywhere. If you have a graphic tablet, you have to first connect it to your PC, laptop, or whatever, and you have to sit at your desk. But with the iPad, I can literally just sit in the park, in a cafe. I can sit on the couch without any wire mess or whatever, without having to connect it anywhere else. So that's really, that's a huge advantage, in my opinion. Low-key real. Hi Zueko, welcome to the stream. There's also magnetic paper-like for it. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, you can take it out anytime? That's nice. I didn't know about that. Probably have to figure out lore. However, I'm not finished with the entire project in which Mike is in. For now, I wish to expose Mike to the world. That is literally the lore. Okay. Is Mike also used for your, like, you do the geometry dash levels, like you also do some designs for those, right? Is Mike also for geometry dash, or apart from that? The hair is not hairing. It never does. Like, my hair sometimes just splits apart here. Stop it. I've been so used to tablets when I got my iPad, it was so weird. But honestly, the screen protector that I got, even though I've heard people say it might damage stuff, but it's been such a game changer for me. Oh, okay, super comfy. Yeah, that screenshot was literally in-game, LMAO. Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah, do you draw stuff that is not for geometry dash ever? Genuine question. Yeah, I think the bolt is the same color. Hue, value. I mean, we don't really have colors, I guess. I just don't use super direct black, actually. I'm using like a very dark purple, just because I usually prefer that over black in my drawings a lot of times. Yeah. Stripes don't seem to have super different colors, but I just feel like doing it. Let's actually do that. Let's go that extra step. Since we don't have separate colors, might as well do that. I don't think about adding patterns and texture to close enough when I draw. Like something like this, these little stripes. I draw blank clothes all the time. That's such a pet peeve of mine. I really need to improve that. Or like even thinking about the texture and how maybe I should integrate that, switching up the brushes more. I mean, I also draw very stylized, so it's not like I aim for realism in my pieces a lot of time, but still, it does make the piece more interesting. I should practice that more, not gonna lie. Or at least think about it more actively. Bro, I have a life unlike most geometry dashers, definitely. Or maybe that's not true. Oh. I am only asking, but after this, can you draw cuddles from happy tree friends after looking photos of this bunny? No, that's not really the goal of the stream, sorry. I'm drawing OCs right now. But if you do have an OC that you would like to see drawn by me, you can submit it. Also, I don't know exactly what that is, honestly. From happy tree friends? I don't know. I don't think I've heard of the show. But nonetheless, welcome to the stream, Veshrami. Can't read the symbols before that. Hi and welcome, Yandere-chan. Welcome to the stream. We're drawing your OCs today, which can be submitted through the Discord server, by the way, if you are interested. Today's OC is, let me show again, because I think we have some new joiners. Here. This is how far we are. And over here you see the original OC. Yeah, that is my version. I completely forgot the what's it called? Ärmel. I forgot again. The arms. Sleeves. Yeah. Because I meant to leave the hand the darker gray color, but I completely forgot that only this part is the hand. That's why, I think. But I don't draw just for Geometry Dash, lol. Okay. Sorry, but I can't join Discord. Oh, if that is a problem, I have my Latworks mail address. Do I have it linked in the YouTube? I'm not sure. But if you go to my TikTok, I think there I have my Linktree linked somewhere. And in my Linktree there's also the mail address. Wait, let me find it for you. Then I can just quickly send it in chat. Then you can just email me your submission. I will just put it into the Discord and into the folder, just so I don't forget. Where's my Linktree? Yeah, please don't everyone start flooding that mail or something. It's really just the official place for submitting your OCs is really in the Discord server, but if you really want to submit and you can't do that for some reason, then reach out to me or like use that mail, I guess. Where is it? There? Can't find it. Right there. Where is it? Trying to find it all for you. Yeah, there are gonna be some weird sounds. Ignore. So here is that actual link tree, and here is the mail address. Now it opened in the other window. Okay, let me just... Bro, everything is just not working the way I want it to. I'm just gonna type it out. Okay, that should be the one. So if for some reason you cannot have Discord, then you can also just send it to me via mail. But still, please guys, the official way to send your OCs is in the Discord channel, where you have the link in below this stream in the description or in the About Me section on Twitch. Please do use the Discord channel. The mail is just the exception if you really can't do it otherwise. Looks awesome so far. Hell yeah, I love it. Thank you. Hi and welcome, the tasteful thickness. I watched one PewDiePie art video and now it's all live artwork streams. Let's go. Ooh, welcome, welcome. Black with purple, cool combo. How to submit? Ooh, I'll keep this. Ah yeah, just since you just asked again, for everyone who doesn't know, please go to the Discord server. That is the actual way to submit, please. Go to Art Collabs, and there is the first pinned one. There you can submit it. But if for some reason you can't have Discord, I also sent my mail just now in the chat and you can just send it there. I'll really just have to make sure to check my mails. It's a bit more unlikely that I check them, so really, please guys, use the Discord if you can. The mail is just really if you can't. Yeah. Alright, where was I? I'm definitely gonna get flooded, please no. Or else I'm gonna delete that mail again. Small art live streams are my recommended now. Oh, that's awesome. Great. Okay, I wanna do the inside of that coat, which is pretty bright. So it's brighter than this. Let's go even lighter. Wait. I switched to brush. Why was it still on color picker? I hate when that stuff happens. Ah. Oh, that's a bit stupid that I did that. Also, there are some lighter accents. Oh! No, why am I... This part is not. Wait, where? Then I drew it wrong, didn't I? I drew it wrong, actually. Wait, it's missing a line. Let me... man. Ah, man. Can't I just do this stuff right? There. It's missing this line. And now I can finish erasing this. And now let me pick up that color again. It was this layer. And now I can color it in, finally. When I have the correct brush. Now? Yes. The detours I have to go to color in this flat area. Okay. And then it was actually shaded a bit. Can I do that? Can I? I cannot. I cannot. But does it? Maybe it's still sufficient, honestly. Let me try. No, it goes on the pants. Why does it not work, honestly? What is the magic wand even for? Not for that. Maybe if I do like this. Hello? Usually that's how the object selection works. Thank you for following, Feathers. Welcome to the channel. And also thank you, Yandere-chan, for following. Wait, what was the question here? Have you tried Affinity Photo? No, not yet. What is it? Watching someone crash out on tools is peak fiction. Ah! Where was I? Oh yeah, trying to not get the pants selected, okay? We're gonna do it the old school way, and we're gonna use the shitty ass lasso tool that Photoshop provides, because they can't even do that right, because I cannot pick up my pen now. Yeah. I can't even do multiple selections, like I would just also select this part usually on Procreate and then just do it all at once, but no, Photoshop just can't do it. Okay, okay. Why would a multi-billion-dollar company, why would they? You can hardly see it. Doesn't really make much of a difference. Maybe I should also do some darker here. Yeah. Yeah. Now lasso tool here. Then again, it doesn't matter if I go outside there, right? Because I have it on top. No, I went brighter from here. Okay, good. But now, I feel like this one is lower. Like, it goes further down on the right side. So we gotta make it longer here too. No, too much. Might be just about right. No. Yeah, maybe like this. Okay. But now it's smoother there than on the right side. This is so unsatisfying. Please just be done. Thank you. Affinity is Canva's Photoshop alternative. Buy one's own forever. Oh, I didn't know. I know Canva. I've done like some thumbnails and stuff on there, but not much more than that. Hi and welcome, Abrar Faisal. Wait, what is that abbreviation for? Okay, I just typed it into Google and it gave me Herz-Lungen-Wiederbelebung, which is basically CPR in German. Also just hello. Hi. Hi hamster! How is drawing going? It's good. We're drawing viewers OCs today. This is a drawing, pretty much done. And you see on the upper left is the original drawing by Mr. Moon. His name is Lucien Vauvert. And yeah, we're drawing that pretty guy here. How do you like it so far? And how was your day? How are you doing? I feel like the top should be lighter, actually, but I don't want to redo it. Bro, I'm just spending too much time on small stuff. But I don't want the stream to be over. Let me just do a bit here and there to brighten it up a little, I guess. So. And we're gonna brighten up the eyes. Oh, he has also a bit of a darker nose, as far as I can see. Something like this. Looks cute. I'm trying to replicate that eyeshadow, eye bag look more. What do we think, Chad? Are those eye bags or eyeshadow? I don't know what it is, but I like it. She's currently crashing out at Photoshop right now. What else do you ever do on stream? Ooh, I like the glossy eyes, right? I love it. I also like adding just a bit of shading under eyes when I draw something. I'm not sure myself what I'm trying to achieve with that every time, to be honest. I don't really mean it to be eye bags usually. Not even really eyeshadow, I just like the contrast on the face, I guess. And I also like adding this glossiness on the eyes in my drawings too. I'm good trying to not melt in the heat, girl. You tell me. I have the fan here on the side. We were also talking about ACs before. Talking about ACs, do you have ACs in Netherlands in a private household, Hamster? I want to know, because in Germany it's not a thing at all. But like in Italy, for instance, it is a thing. So it's not a European thing to not like ACs in the household, because people even say that you get sick from an AC at home. You will sometimes have it in a supermarket, maybe in a bus, or not in a bus, nah, but like in a metro if we're lucky in Germany. And like in some offices, but at home an AC is pretty rare in Germany, I think. I quickly wanted to show you guys what I meant. This is my iPad where I have Procreate. So like a look at this. Here also, I gotta make it brighter, honestly. Even here, I did that for the eyes, that you see this dark shading under her eyes. I just like how it looks. I don't know. Could be considered eyeshadow maybe, but I just like it. I don't even think about what it's supposed to be, honestly. It just looks nice. It looks like eye bags to me, but super shiny for some reason. It's a young Dimitri from Dogstalkers. Damn, tiredness is the new faces. I don't know, just there's that certain vibe. Maybe we as artists, we just feel it, because aren't we all tired all the time? And no, it's like Germany, not common. Ah, okay, my parents got one installed though, but it was a whole thing. Okay. So, like, I was saying on stream before that I thought that in Netherlands it also wasn't really a thing, just like in Germany. Interesting how these things differ, right? I also really feel like... Am I on which layer? Here. I feel like... Oh wait, you don't see it yet. Let me switch over. I feel like taking that shading from the nose and also applying it here. I know I don't usually do shading and stuff like that, but I don't know. Drawing is black and white, so I might as well do some stuff. Do we have any ideas if I should change something for the line art? Is it too hard to see in the dark areas, like in the code and stuff? Or is it okay, do we think? Yeah, just like that. That's good. Wait, you don't see it. My god, I switched to the wrong scene. Sorry guys. I didn't notice because I don't hear the music that you're hearing that moment. So I didn't see that it switched to that thingy. Sorry, we're back. The only thing I added was a shading here under his lip and here over his eyes. Sorry for the confusion. No break. No ACs for political reasons. Renewable energy surcharges and taxes. I'm a spam tweet. Bros bringing the haste insiders to the art stream. Yeah, for everyone who didn't know, I started streaming Haste sometimes, which is a game that I'm currently playing a lot. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it's fun. But I didn't do it like to replace the art streams, it was just something else on the side. So yeah, my question was if we have any idea if I should change something up for the line art here in the code, if it's not recognizable enough. But I think it should be okay. I think it's okay. Or should I lighten up the line art there? I think it should be okay, to be honest. Oh, I think I forgot some of the details on his code. Let me check. You see that? He has these little details. Let's do that, actually. I think for that, I'm gonna take the line art color, if I can finally hit it. Oh my god! Okay, maybe down here. But I'm gonna make it brighter. Like this. And I'm gonna take a different brush, maybe this one. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And first of all, he has a lot of stripes in here, right? So let's do that. Maybe you could make the coat more shiny or with highlighted line art, maybe. Let's see how it looks after I do the details. If that is already enough, or if I should make the outlines or like these inlines of the coat the same color as the stuff I'm doing right now. I could do that with a clipping mask layer, basically. Wait, do these look shitty? This doesn't look good somehow. Like the other ones down here, they're good. The other ones were not that good. That works actually. I think the line art is fine, to be honest. Okay, great. What would PewDiePie do? I don't know, what would he do? I don't know the whole story, to be honest. Wasn't PewDiePie a random YouTuber that said, oh, I'm gonna start learning art, and then suddenly he got a lot of views for that? Wasn't that the story? Clear me up again. I need an update, guys. Okay, we have those lines. And he had some of these circles on top. Like here. Like that. And just as deco, I'm gonna do some hatching here and there, I think. PewDiePie started learning art, then kept doing that. People made drama about him getting skilled in a short time frame. Essentially, he started drawing and I assume he kept drawing. Okay. Yeah, I think I did hear about, like, oh, he did it in such a short time and then people being all drama about it. But yeah, I don't know much about that whole stuff. I wasn't really involved in it. That doesn't look good, the hatching. Wait, that's really cool. Thank you. I think PewDiePie also has graphic design knowledge, so I think that helped his skills probably well. So, that makes sense. But I don't know. Wait. Alright. Okay, I think we're pretty much done. Did I forget anything about him? Like, let's check the original reference again. Oh yeah, maybe some of these buttons. But then we should actually be done, shouldn't we? Did I miss anything else? I don't think so. That's it. That's it. Wow. Already. Let me pull this on the other monitor. Bro, those highlighted line art look so cool. Yes, I think so too. I like a light line art effects on something dark. Damn, why am I making so many small buttons instead of more further away spaced ones? Yeah, that looks cool. I like it. Maybe I should actually... Let me try. Where is the line art? I'm gonna add another layer there. Gonna make it a clipping mask. And I'm gonna take that same color I had right now. I'm just gonna get over these. You see that? Yeah, that's better. That's better. I can already smell the food. It smells good. What do we think? What do we think about these brighter outlines? I think it definitely looks better. I was just a bit lazy in the beginning and I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna do that, but it looks better now that I did it. Damn, that's a lot of buttons. Sure, our brother here needs to be buttoned up really well. No! I didn't press the key for the color picker. I don't know how that keeps happening when I just want to use the hand tool. I think it's cool. Nice. I like it too. Guys, she's crashing out again. Admit it, that's what you're here for. Bro, I just had the hand tool. Please work. This is an expensive drawing tool. Please do what you're supposed to do. Bro, if you could see how I crash out when I edit my videos because of Premiere Pro, which is also by Adobe. Alright. What a distinguished gentleman. He looks so cool. I feel like there should be some shading under his eyes. I'm just gonna do it on this layer maybe. Or maybe if I take the lasso tool, I like doing that a lot actually. And then I do it like this. And then I take a soft airbrush. Like this basically. I like that. Oh, why does it look a bit silly on the nose? Okay, I'm gonna save No, but then I can't undo after that. Because I want to try the smudge tool, but every time I try the smudge tool, it completely freezes and crashes my PC, and it never looks like a smudge tool. Like, please tell me what I'm doing wrong when using the smudge tool. It just never looks good. Never. On Procreate, yes, but in Adobe, absolute dog shit, honestly. What is this? I'm trying. Like, can it please do anything? I know that there's like the strength here, but if I do it stronger, it just literally freezes my whole screen. Now that looks just not good. If I change the angle, does that do anything? I don't know, man. I hate it here. I need to buy a new iPad and just get drawing on Procreate again. This program is just not making me happy, honestly. Join in. Maybe you should touch MS Paint again. You know what? After seeing that video you sent to the Discord server of a pro using MS Paint to do gorgeous pieces, maybe I should. The bucket tool wasn't even much worse than in Photoshop. Yeah. To anyone who didn't see it yet, I had a video where I tried recreating one of my pieces in MS Paint. If anyone is interested to see that experience. But I think, yeah, my main crash out wasn't even the program itself, but everything technical again. In the end, I couldn't... Well, that's the thing about MS Paint, right? You can't even save a project file so that you can continue drawing at a later point. You can just save it as a PNG or stuff like that. Smudging for me just doesn't look good to me, lol. On Procreate it does. I swear it does, but not on Photoshop ever. Like, don't people also use the smudge tool for like when they edit photos? Like, I know that's the actual purpose of Photoshop, but even there it wouldn't work like that for the intended purpose. Same, I use smudge tool on Photoshop and it doesn't look good like other drawing programs. Thank you. Thank you. It's not just me. W, not the Photoshop slander. Oh yes, oh yes. If you come to my stream, you know there will be Photoshop slander. But then again, you can't keep giving me tips like you did last time, because there's probably gonna be a lot of stuff I just simply don't know about Photoshop. But there's no way you can explain the smudge tool. Do you use the smudge tool, Hamster, in Photoshop? Do I not use it correctly? If I don't, please just let me know. If I am slandering unjustifiably, because you know how to do it better with the smudge tool, please let me know, for real, because I wanna do it well, but there's just no way. Which is why when I'm drawing in Photoshop and I wanna do like hard and smooth edges, instead of smoothing out, I just use an airbrush with the actual color above again, or I use an eraser to erase with a softer gradient. But that isn't always good, because sometimes I want to use those in-between colors. No, wait, what? No, the smudge tool looks like someone used a wet finger to ruin my work. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe next time I'm actually just gonna call my live stream Photoshop slander until I trigger Adobe employees to be in my stream so they can finally see what they're producing here, what people have to deal with every day. But to be fair, I only use photo editing and not drawing in Photoshop, so I don't know. Might be okay for photo editing, but like even for photo editing, if you want to like smoothen out the skin or something on a photo, wouldn't that completely suck with that tool? That's like literally most smudging even in real life. I hate this. Like, I'm gonna keep using that smudge tool, trying to make it better here. I don't know, just... I don't see anything happening even. And then I do this, and then at some point my screen freezes sometimes, and then you see the pen, like you see this round thing. I don't do anything anymore because I can't, and then that round thing just keeps moving slowly the way I had used it on my display. And then I'm like, please don't crash, please don't crash. 5 minutes later, it has finally come to an end. completely ruined that place where I was trying to smudge, or not having done anything to that area. Either of the both, never in between. Especially if I crank up the strength, which is why I don't even dare to crank up that number. Ay. But I feel like maybe this 10% strength that I have now is at least a bit better. I think that's like the best the smudge tool has ever worked for me, like what you see now. It still hardly works. So remember that, people. 10%, that might be the number. Anyways, slander Photoshop despite that being my main animating program. Yeah, right, wasn't it you who showed me that you can go to Window and activate the timeline? Wasn't that you? I didn't know that for such a long time. So if you want to animate, how exactly does it work? It's basically one layer, one frame, like in Procreate. He looks like a Tim Burton character, what? And his name is Edward. Actually, yes, I can definitely see that. Like, if I zoom out. Definitely looks like one. I totally see it. Like, even the original is just already giving Tim Burton vibes. And I love it. I love that art style. I love it. I like the piece. I just like the whole character design. So what do we think? Does he look good so far? I mean, it's pretty much done. I think the only thing I would still do is maybe take some of the stark color and apply that to his eyebrows. Yes, you can. He does look amazing. Thank you. I hope that the original submitter of the OC will see it soon too. But I will, of course, as always, send it in the Discord server. I know that Louise, I think, an artist that I really admire and watched a lot when I was younger, she also uses this, the lasso tool a lot in her work, from what I have seen. Even in Photoshop, if I've seen correctly, which is crazy to me, because in Procreate I totally get it. In Procreate I use it too that way, but in Photoshop, what does she do it? Do you see what the smudge tool did to my piece here? What is that? Peak. Thank you. I don't know, man. That smudge tool just messes stuff up. Yo, I think he looks good. I like it. Are we gonna call it a day? Are we? I don't want it to be over already, but I also don't feel the energy to do a whole new OC, honestly. That's gonna be for next time. Quickly gonna sign the piece. Even the signature needs to look cute, yeah. Needs to look good. Don't forget to save, as always. Now my other foot is falling asleep. Oh my god, he got a stretch mark in the face. He smiled so much, actually, that he started developing stretch marks in the face. That is the lore. Nah, I'm getting tired too, lol. What time is it wherever you are? I mean, you're in America, so I don't know, like, is that Florida? Like 7 hours? Is it that? Is it like around 10 AM for you right now? I don't know. Or like 10, 11, not sure. Should we do something with the background though? Anything? Okay, I'm just gonna do some crazy shapes and see if I feel anything. I think that looks good. And then we could actually do some light airbrushing maybe even. I think that looks better than just in plain air. What do we think? Better than nothing, right? Then we at least have some interesting shapes in the background. Yeah, 11:52 a.m. So basically lunch soon. Ooh, what are you gonna have for a lunch? Here it's 10:53 a.m. Even earlier. Damn. So you guys woke up and chose art. That's awesome. All right. I don't think I see much else to improve. I could just still slap on the name on there. That's something I usually like to do. Where is it? I think my PC is just getting very slow. Getting at its limit. Bye. Oh, it's down here. That's why you can see it. Bro, do you see that? Everything's lagging. My PC can't handle it. Feels like it kind of muddies his silhouette a bit in my opinion, but it gets his vibe. Should I leave it away? Or maybe I should just do more of the brightness behind him? Maybe if I do more of this white, bright airbrush behind him, then maybe it doesn't diffuse his silhouette that much. Whoa, AM. As an Asian here, it's in midnight. See, it's so hard for me to find a stream time to catch all of you somehow. Okay. So, bye. Oh, did it put a whole placeholder text there? Brother, why would you do that? Why? I just wanna... Okay, thanks. It has finally come to an end. I will never understand Photoshop. Bye, Mr. Moon. My PC is so laggy right now. So bad. Okay, I need... actually want my color for that. Because I have my purple that I always use. There. But I can't use the color picker, can I? I have to type in the number. Blech. But it doesn't work either way. I think I need to pick it darker. Oh, it's here. Stroke. I don't know, it's so unintuitive a lot of times. Okay, maybe like this. Alright. But yeah, the other idea was to do more light around him, right? What did you guys think about that? Maybe, I'm not too sure. I swear some art apps glitch so much. For example, Krita, I love it, but it freezes a lot. Oh, I did try Krita once. But I don't know, it just wasn't my program. But it's definitely a good free alternative from what I've heard other people say. It could be a contrast thing. I actually think it would look better if the light shadow was darker. The light shadow? You mean if instead of making this bright, I made it even darker than the purple? Or do you mean making these purple stripes darker? Wait, text. I don't know, it looks too bright for me. Would be fire. Or maybe the opposite, where the light is actually a shadow. Yeah, that's exactly. It's clashing with the white background. I haven't tried Krita at all. Okay, maybe you're right actually with the clash for the white background. Let me just take adjustment and we can just play around with it, right? Let's play around and see what looks good. I think you're right. I think you're right. Okay, let me just... Because it doesn't really look good that way, right? So I'm just gonna do it again. Maybe just on multiply, honestly. Let's try again. I haven't tried Krita. There, he's popping out a bit more. Yes, I can definitely see what you mean. I think you're right. It's because of those light outlines we still did down there. But yeah, up here, I wouldn't make it too dark, honestly, because I still have the bright lines. Honestly, maybe I'll just change that. Let's make these outlines here brighter too. Then I think it's gonna look more cohesive, actually. Where was it? Which layer? No, I still won't name my layers before you type it in chat. I shall never learn. It's just too much of a hassle. You see how laggy my program is already? Imagine if I started naming the layers on top of that. I don't know, the program couldn't handle that. But just the outlines, you know? Well, I think maybe might even look good for the inside of the hair. Yeah. Oh. I like. I like this actually, it looks better. Just gonna make this one dark again. Ooh, wrong color. But it shouldn't be over the eyes that much. Fine line. Bro, I'm getting stuck on this stuff. I don't know, maybe like this. Ooh, also this. I'm trying to find the right balance between it. You know what I mean? Maybe? Okay. I don't know about this part of his head. Maybe like this is not too bad. Also my signature, actually. Where is it? Okay, let's zoom out again. There. This way, it even looks good if there's a shadow behind his head. I think that's better. Anyways, name your layers. I used that program because I got something else, LMAO. Because I got nothing else, sorry. I drew in a Samsung tablet, so there wasn't lots of options, and Eevees Paint is not for me. I mean, it makes sense. Hard to find a good free program or alternative. There I typed it, yeah, awesome. I don't enjoy Eevees Paint either. Never tried it, actually. Yes, he looks so much better now, nice. I don't like their UI at all. Oh, pretty, thank you. Yeah, I always surprised when I see how most of mobile users draw there. I don't think I like the system. Oh, he looks adorable, thank you. Now that I think about it, the eye bags are giving makeup. See? See, I've been saying it. It's not that clear. Maybe just his hair line art should be brighter. Sick. Okay, I think you like it now. Your art style looks very familiar. I think it's the ink brush and shading. Maybe? I'm not sure what you mean by that. My art style looks familiar? You mean like to something else, like a show or something? Do you know my usual art style though? I don't know if I'm really doing my usual art style in these videos, in these live streams, if I'm being honest, because I do get influenced a lot by what your drawings look like. But I can show you some of my usual art actually, if you're interested. Like one of my newest pieces was this one, I think. Yeah, I like this. He might be a drag queen in disguise right now. That would be dope. Or apart from that, what else do I have? That eye one is absolutely fire. Thank you. I think it's definitely one of my favorite pieces, honestly. Also a rather new one, I guess. Or I also have this one, actually. So here's some bits of my art style, of what my art style usually looks like if I actually do final fully rendered pieces. Let's wish he is, lol, headcanon now. We don't have any lore about him, so we can just make it up, right? Let's wish. I think eye motifs are cool, right? Same. But artists just have that obsession with eyes, don't we? The first thing we start drawing a lot all over our pages are a lot of realistic eyes, aren't they? Like even all over my homework book I had back then, I just drew eyes everywhere. I wish I still had my homework book because I did a lot of drawings there. That was basically my sketchbook at some point. Did you do the same? Maybe what other drawings can I show? What are some more drawings that I like? Do I not have them here? I also like this one, for instance. You see, I like drawing a lot of glow effects. Guys, it's Pride Month, therefore he's a drag queen, it's decided. I'm not gonna lie, I love the rendered final pieces. Thank you. I mean, there goes a lot more time and work into that, so of course they look better than what I can produce in a stream. I think the only like fully rendered piece I did on stream was, let me show it. Where is it? This one. That was the stream for Mermaid. You know how in May you have a lot of mermaid themed stuff in the art bubble? So I drew this mermaid on stream. It wasn't my attention, but in the end I pretty much did a fully rendered illustration here. It doesn't necessarily look like what my fully rendered pieces always look like, but it's definitely something else than my usual streams, I'd say. I love the mermaid, thank you. Alright, I don't think there's much more I wanted to show. Alright guys, then let's save this. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to change here. Oh, it's already saved, perfect. I'm quickly gonna export it. But yeah, that whole topic of different art programs, which art program to use and all of that, I find it so hard because usually there's always some sort of disadvantage with any program. There's always a downside. You never get everything you need in one program. Also annoying when certain programs just work on certain hardware. Like, I'm so annoyed that I cannot use Procreate here. Why can I not just use it on my PC? I wish. Well, okay, let me save it here. Drawing your OCs. Let's go. Alright, guys. I can't use MS Paint here. Damn. Well, that's kind of a shame. Even MS Paint. And every program really needs 20 plugins to work optimally anyway. There's always something, honestly. And for some reason, it takes me a long time to make thumbnails in Photoshop. I'm way quicker with Canva if I do it there sometimes, but then the only issue with Canva is that if you want to remove a background, then you have to have Pro. So what I do a lot of times is make my thumbnails in Canva. Not all of them, but sometimes I do. Especially the live stream ones. But if I need something without a background, I just do that quickly in Photoshop, I guess. Gotta help yourself somehow. Gotta work smart. Okay guys, how do you like a stream on Saturday? Is it something you would want more often? Which day works better for you usually? Friday or Saturday? And which time usually works better? Because like today I streamed earlier. Usually I do 5 p.m. Fridays, and like today I did 3 p.m. on a Saturday. Let me know if you prefer one over the other. I mean, I can still change my streaming schedules, I guess. Alright. I really don't know what else to do. Well, there was one thing I still had in mind. It doesn't matter, but I would prefer Saturday when I get out of break. Makes sense, because I think probably fewer people work on Saturday. Maybe I should consider streaming more on Saturday, actually. I think I remember. Let me check something. Drawing your OCs, submissions. Where was it? Why is it so hard to find the pic I'm looking for every time? Where? Oh, did I not save it there? I thought I did today. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I got this submission and it was said that that person has their birthday tomorrow. I don't know with whether the time they mentioned, whether like depending on the time zone, if like tomorrow means today or like or is it really tomorrow? I'm not sure. But maybe I can do a little sketch. Like I'm not gonna do a full drawing your OC today, but just as a little birthday surprise, because I don't know what to do now anyways, and the food is still taking a few minutes, I think. Maybe let's do a little sketch, okay? As a little birthday surprise. That would be nice. This is by Mietzi. Did I write it correctly? Let me check on Discord again. Yeah, Mietzi. This one is by Mietzi, and I'm gonna do at least a little sketch. Again, I'm not gonna do a full one. I'm actually gonna not place it on done in my submissions, because, I don't know, maybe I wanna do it for real another time. But since you mentioned it's your birthday, let's maybe do a little cute surprise, actually. So opening a new file. Just for a little sketch. Oof, next week, guys. What do you mean? You mean that all of you are gonna say that you have birthday next week? Guys, please don't abuse this. I mean, there's no way for me to prove it, of course. But then again, only because you write that it's your birthday, that doesn't guarantee that I'm gonna draw your OC. Okay, for some reason, I can't create the canvas. Do you see that? It doesn't let me... What's going on? Next week, guys, she will crash out even more. Don't jinx it. Bro, is my PC so loud? It's pretty loud. I can't create a piece. I can't... Huh? What, do I have a window somewhere? Did I have a pop-up somewhere? What's going on? Oh, she's crashing out now. Not yet. I'm still calm, but it doesn't work. I can close it, but okay. Let's try again. Let's be calm and collected, patient with this expensive program. What? What is this shit now? I have my templates. Where are they? Where did they go? Okay, actually, let me just close and reopen. Oh, but that's also not good. Like, opening the program takes a lot of capacity from your PC, right? But like, usually when I press on new, what is that? We have poster there. Okay, let's just... Bro. What do you want from me? Okay, the only thing I want is 300, I guess. Let's... I don't care anymore. Just give me a blank surface that I can draw on. Maybe it opened. Oh, maybe restarted. I'm just afraid that if I restart the program, that's gonna take the last bit of my PC. Yeah, let's just use this. I don't know if that is the best resolution quality or whatever. How big is that canvas? Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Whatever. Let me crop it even. Like this. And now let me take that picture. We had it here. Gonna take a screenshot. And again, that's just gonna be a quick sketch, not a full drawing your OC thing, just a little birthday surprise. And this one is by Mietzi again for everyone. Happy birthday, Mietzi. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, but happy birthday anyways. The food is taking a while still anyway, so might as well continue drawing, you know? Depending on how long the food takes. Maybe it's actually gonna be a real drawing your OC. Who knows? What is your pet peeve, by the way, or like your go-to mistake you had when you started out with art? Because like in my case, for instance, that was completely wrong proportions. Like the head was way too big in comparison to the body, stuff like that. Hello, Sleepy Clouds, welcome to the stream. What am I doing? She has a very slim nose, right? Let's maybe make this slimmer. What am I doing? This doesn't even look like a nose anymore. like this, I guess. Oh, not even too bad. Guys, just erase the half of the nose if it looks wrong, then it looks better actually. Oh, it's my OC's turn. Oh, you're here in the stream. Hi, Miazurks. Or Mietzi, both names I saw. So is it today your birthday or is it tomorrow? Because I'm not sure. You wrote that it's tomorrow, but it was pretty early in the day and I don't know about your time zones. Maybe it's like my today. I'm not sure. Maybe it's already tomorrow or something like that. I think color for me, lol. Thank you. I just avoided it at all costs. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. It was still about the topic of like your go-to mistakes when you started with art. So it was color in your case. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Happy birthday, Miazurk. It's 15th of June. It's right now in Asia. Ah, okay, because like in Germany it's still 6 p.m. of the 14th of June. But then, if it's already the day for you, happy birthday, Miazurks. Did it just happen? Like, is it just in the middle of the night? Is it like the perfect time now? My pet peeve, I might say I use posterize way too much. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little birthday sketch. I don't know how far we're gonna go with this because, as I said, I only plan to do one OC today and the food is gonna be here soon, but anyways, I wanted to do this for your birthday anyways. So we're gonna do a little sketch at least. Let's see. Maybe I'm gonna go more into it than expected, which I sometimes do. Well, let's see. Do you watch a lot of, read a lot of webtoons, Miazurks? Because I feel like the art style reminds me of webtoons. But maybe that's just me. Maybe you don't have nothing to do with webtoons, which is completely fine. Maybe it's my webtoon brain rot. I hate this thing. Go away. Why do I always have this here? Go away where you don't annoy me. It's pretty nicely rendered, by the way, the piece. Like, I like it, the way you rendered it. By the way, do you draw unhuman OCs? Oh, like, we did get a few animal-like submissions. The main thing I draw is humanoid stuff, so I'm gonna be pretty clear with that. I also don't really draw furries and stuff like that, but like for instance, someone sent an animal there and I didn't really put a good disclaimer in the beginning, I will admit, so I asked them then if I can draw that in a humanoid version at least, because only then I'm gonna draw it, honestly. And as long as that's fine for you that I humanify it a bit more, then maybe I'll still do it, depending on how, I don't know, how far it is in my comfort zone, I guess. Yeah, I do focus mainly on human stuff, but yeah, maybe if it's okay for you if I humanify it or stuff like that, maybe there's still some wiggle room. And one day I want to be a webtoon creator too, and yes, you read webtoons. Nice! Oh, I saw correctly. My webtoon eyes didn't let me down. And you want to be a webtoon creator, that's awesome, but also ambitious. It actually was one of my goals too, for a long time. But that's so much work. That's so much work. People underrate that. Like, you gotta produce not only one drawing, but multiple drawings and a storyline. You gotta be consistent. Yeah, that's a lot of work. And the amount of backgrounds you have to draw there, ugh, one of the main reasons why I thought otherwise later. Are you good with backgrounds, by the way? But that's cool. If you do it, I'd love to see some process. Definitely share it in the Discord then. Or if you like already have some ideas for maybe also like the concept for the story, like the general idea, like don't spoil it or stuff like that, but like the general plot summary or something like that. Or even some first pictures, I'd love to see it. And if your webtoon is done at some point, definitely share it in the Discord. Then I'm super curious. Gotta support my fellow artists here. Guys, more crash out. Wait, are you a webtoon creator? No. Oh no, you didn't ask me. You asked Miazorgs. Sorry. Right now, I'm still making the storyline after I graduated college. Hopefully, I can start making a webtoon. Definitely, fingers crossed. Are you learning something in a direction of art? Or are you studying something unrelated? I'm curious. Her eyes are pretty slim and high up. Does the character have a name, by the way? I think I didn't see one in the Discord, or is there already some lore you can share with us? Let me check again. Hi, this is my new OC. I hope you can draw her for my birthday tomorrow. But no other lore or info apart from that. Is there anything more you can share with us? If not, that's also good, but I'm just curious, asking, since you're here anyways. Lucky me. Well, that's uneven. I think I can hear my boyfriend cutting more vegetables. Maybe the food is done soon. I'm a fine art student right now. Oh, Titans, same for you? Nice. I was even considering, guys, whether it makes sense for our Discord to have a writing area, because we already have someone who does a lot of poetry, right? And I feel like a lot of creatives like us also like webtoon stuff, books, writing, sort of that direction. If we should do a channel of that sort that you can choose optionally in the onboarding. So like it wouldn't be a default channel, but if you choose it, you'd have it. And then even an anime channel, because a lot of artists also like anime, right? And I feel like we've been talking a lot of anime stuff and that. I was wondering if that might be interesting, but then again, I don't want to overflood the Discord. It's already a lot of channels, and especially if you're new in a channel, it gets very overwhelming easily, especially if you're not that used to Discord, right? I'm someone that's not in a lot of Discord servers, I'm gonna be honest, and when I was in my first Discord server back then, I was so overwhelmed by the sheer amount of channels. But yeah. I don't know, what do you think? Do you have a need for one of these two sort of channels? Or is there something else that you feel like is missing? I think the mouth should be a bit higher, actually. Like this, maybe? She's so pretty. Her face is actually a bit longer. Maybe I should, like, a bit slimmer here, and even longer, maybe? I didn't make it that long, but I hope it's still okay. You can still recognize her, can you? Then she's wearing sort of color. Why is it here again? Go away! What is this box, bro? Alright. Should I do some line art? Maybe? I don't know, maybe I can actually do this as a whole drawing your thing. I'm pretty quick, somehow. Because I'm warmed up. See? Warming up does so much. And then she has earrings, like this. Okay, let's do line art. Did I forget anything about her design? I don't think so. I think I have all the key aspects, don't I? Hello! Welcome, Katz Cosplay! We're drawing your OCs. If you want to submit yours too, you can do so in the Discord channel. And the one we're drawing right now is... Where is it? Wrong one. This one. It's actually Miazis. You can see her here as Miazorgs, or I'm not sure about the pronouns, sorry. Please clarify if I did it wrong. Yeah, but they also have birthdays, so also feel free to say happy birthday if you want to. I'm not sure how much into detail I'm gonna go with this one and how much longer I'm gonna do today, because food is gonna be ready soon. It was a bit out of... It was not planned that I do one more OC. But let's see. Maybe I'm actually gonna do a whole drawing your OC again. Oh, wrong layer. Yes, her name is Mia Inyara. 23 years old. She's like a famous girl on her campus, but has family problems since her dad dies. Okay, that's definitely tragic, yes. So she then is forced to be in some model industry to gain some money. Ooh, interesting. So you definitely have the plot already. Nice. Yeah. Ooh, trauma. As always. Have you ever met an OC without trauma? There's always some hardship. The webtoon I want to make for her is enemies to lovers trope. Oh, we like. Yeah, I read a lot of romance. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm way quicker right now. So maybe I can actually do this completely. Well, it's just a headshot, so that's quicker anyways, I guess. But then I'm also warmed up more now. I have a vision. I have a vision. Just be patient with me. You pronounced it right. Okay, speedrun. Oh no, I meant the pronouns. If it's she, her, if I said it right. Food is ready. Okay, I'm quickly gonna finish up the line art at least. He's telling me to come eat now. I don't know. 5 more minutes? 5 more minutes? Okay. Speedrun. I'm gonna do as much as I still can in this short amount of time. He's standing there judging me. I'm gonna be quick. Her eyebrows are pretty thin. Oh, he's already showing me the food. He's trying to tempt me to just leave you guys and ditch you. Wait, what? Beat a rubber pencil. Your boyfriend is like one of my profs, for real. I'm really just gonna quickly finish up. I'm gonna be there in a few minutes. Here's the fan, and he's holding the food in front of the fan so that the smell of the food comes to me to tempt me further. Oh my god. That's devious. That's actually devious. Bro, can I... If my program doesn't let me speedrun, I'm gonna lose it. Who cares about Mario speedrun, Haze speedrun, Art speedrun? Let's go. You guys are gonna be so uneven after this. Oh, I completely forgot the lashes at first. I thought the food would still take longer. Because, like, it's a sort of food that needs a lot of time to, like, boil. Oh, she doesn't look that good anymore. I wanted to do it cleaner. Maybe I can just continue it next time. Maybe that's a good idea. Okay, guys. I don't want to have the food get cold. My boyfriend put a lot of heart into the food. So I'm gonna save this, first of all. Wait, her name was? I'm gonna have that in the thingy. Mia. Okay, so we're gonna do it like this, guys. I'm gonna finish this up a bit and make it more tidy next time. I still hope this was good enough as a birthday present already, the sketch, but next time I'm gonna finish it up a bit more when I have more time, because I don't wanna rush it and then it doesn't look that good. So you deserve more, guys, and I also deserve yummy food, and my boyfriend deserves me eating his funny food now. So we're gonna call it a day for today. Wait, what did I miss, Chad? He'd stay behind and judge and say hurry up on your art. You're lucky for real. See ya, babe. Bye bye. Yes, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for being here. Make sure to tune in next time. Follow to not miss any new streams. And if you haven't already, definitely join the Discord server. But now I'm gonna go eat. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao. Thank you for the stream. Enjoy dinner. Guten Appetit. Danke, danke. Bye bye. Ciao. You